went terrible. Oh.
Normally it cuts the first few seconds, so on the last stream, you couldn't hear the sentence Omega was saying after you started the stream.
Okay. So yeah, hello to everyone who is watching, live on the live stream or from home on the YouTubes or whatevs. We don't discriminate. I'm just gonna start. I'm just gonna start the session with the turntable, and then go on from there.
That sexy emo hair.
Yeah, it's gone now. Just deleted it.
Oh no.
Gone. It's gone forever. Tote's gone.
I can still see it on the right. Okay, now it's gone.
You're still saying that.
It's gone. Live with it.
Yes, Live K. That was emo bangs.
Was emo bangs? Yeah.
He was going through a thing, and he's out of that phase.
Yeah. He's
Did you ever find the scales?
I did. Yeah, I found my entire library of scales. So, I'm gonna. My second deletion of the day. I'm gonna wait. Hang on. There we go. My second deletion of the day. I'm gonna grab this scales layer here. I'm gonna delete it. Just straight up delete. It's gone. It's totally gone. Bring this window over here. Whew. And let's. I'm just gonna bake all this down. There you go. Got a lot of information in there.
OMG, Mom! It's not a phase. I'm a kaiju. Just accept me.
Yeah,
Rawr.
just accept me. Rawr. Oh, music. That's the thing. I always forget this. I always forget to do music. I should not forget to do music. Do you remember that? Do you remember that one? Yeah, you remember that one stream where people were like, "God, could you add some music? It's so boring without it."
I was like, well, gosh, I thought that our glowing commentary was what made the show, not
I
me.
know, right? It's like so aggro. There you go. Music is on. So how are we all doing today? We all having a good day?
Yeah.
Yeah. You just got in from school then, I guess, right?
Tomorrow, I'm going to go to school in like an hour.
No.
But this is my last project, so I may not have to go to school again.
Yeah. Get some wrinkly flesh going in here.
Oh man, wrinkly flesh and veins? You're spoiling us, Kerr.
Well, I figure like he's a kaiju and everything, so like like big things tend to especially like if you look at like dinosaurs and stuff, they tend to have like looser skin. Like even crocodiles, like they have like this loose skin with lots of like wrinkly flesh over the joints and stuff. So I'm gonna try and.
White Pulse has joined the fray. Thanks for following.
Yeah, thank you. We'll try and emphasize that a little bit, I think.
Candy Snow, I'm sorry you're having a horrible day. Hopefully we can make it a little bit better.
Yeah. Let's fix that up for you.
We're doing well, J Sams.
I've got nothing else to do on my schedule. my next 3 hours is entirely devoted to making sure all you guys are happy.
Oh, Debui made it.
Who made it?
Debui.
I don't know who that is. Oh, Debui. Oh, okay. Yeah. Hey. Cool. Glad you can make it, man. Sorry. Terrible with like names and hearing and just paying attention in general. Not really my strong suit.
Candy Snow 99 has joined the fray. Thanks for following. J Sams has also joined the fray. Thanks for following.
Yeah, thanks for following, guys. It's awesome.
Bring back the emo prime. Sorry, guys. It's
maybe for Christmas. We'll see.
I
could actually. Do you know what? I could probably do like a Christmas hat prime for Christmas.
Yeah, just make random, just holiday primes.
Yeah.
No, it was just the phase, dude.
Well, I mean, to be fair, like holidays are just a phase.
Well, we're glad you come to hang out with us on stream, J Sams.
Lee, why is it every time I join this stream, I come into you saying the weirdest shit?
Like what? What's so weird now?
Holidays are just a phase.
Well, they are. Like, think about it.
Okay, honey.
Hey, dude.
Like, every time with you.
I know, right? Just the worst.
Dabui. Yeah. Dabui? Am I doing it right? I don't want to mess it up.
Nah, you mess it up. It's all good.
Prime with sunglasses.
Oh,
People are
yeah.
asking for Prime skins now.
Yeah.
You started a phase there.
Screw the masters. It's all about Jungle Boss.
So Oni X Omega is confirmed. People keep trying to pair us.
Why, though?
I don't know.
Just imagine how talented a set of voice actors your kids would be.
My kids.
Yeah, I know. It's not even physically possible, but like, it's still fun to think about.
It's scientifically possible.
Since when has science ever listened to physics? What?
Biology? What's that? We have science. Let's see. Everything can and will be shipped. People.
Oh yeah, man. Ship all the things. Like, that's the thing. Like my kids, like one of my kids, she's 14, right? And she's desperate for me to turn her into a game character. And she was like, "Can you do it for this project?" I was like, "No, because I know this player base."
That's not okay.
Yeah. This is not gonna end well.
It's gonna end with Gurr getting arrested. Be like, we're gonna have to roll back this character, guys, or something. Oh man.
I did for part of my master's degree, I did turn my 5-year-old into like a knight in shining armor. As part of like the class was called Media Discourses, and it was basically examining the effect of media on society. And so like I was doing basically I did a small study on how games have affected my daughter's ability to not just socialize, but also like to kind of think about herself in exposition. So like I got a Nintendo DS and I got Ocarina of Time because that's one of my favorite games of all time. And she's always seen adverts for like Zelda games and stuff, and she's like, "Oh, that character looks fun," and stuff like that. And one of the things that she really liked was that, because she loves reading, but one of the things that she loves about Ocarina of Time is that you put it asks you for your name when you start the game, like what's your name, and then whenever you like go and talk to someone, they mention you by name. So because she's only 5, she's like, "Oh my god, I'm the hero. I'm the hero of this story." Like, she has no concept, or she had at the time no concept of who Link is or anything like that. She's just like, "This is me. I'm the hero," and you know, and that's actually a really empowering thing for young people, and especially at that kind of age, because they it helps them associate more with the story if they believe that they're part of it. So yeah, it was kind of neat. So yeah, I turned her into like a knight in shining armor, and she was like, "Oh, I want this color armor, and I want a sword, and I want a shield and stuff." And I took the UE4 template for Couch Knights, and I just replaced one of the characters with her, so like you can actually play as her in Couch Knights.
Aww.
So yeah, she loved it.
That's so cute. Let's see. Prime with full body piercings. Prime
No,
with
we
boxes,
did
sunglasses.
piercings in the previous stream. Not doing that no more. I got in trouble.
Oof.
But you can go to make sure that you're awake tomorrow. Thank you for staying with us though. Is Prime the character you're working on now?
So we're Prime is just like a familiar name. It's something that people will be able to go like, oh right, so that's like the big boss in the jungle, right? We don't really have like a fully, like the lore for him is still being fleshed out. We do have like an internal name for him, but we're not ready to release that to the public yet. So we're just going with like Prime Beast or like Jungle Boss or you know, like all of these different kind of things to kind of go with the name. But yeah, that's what I'm working on. And for those that are new to the stream, this is like your regular character size. Like this is kind of the baseline size that we're using for all of our masters. So you can see like the Jungle Boss is pretty huge compared to your regular heroes.
Let's see. Prime with a monocle top hat.
You just beat Total Biscuit then.
I mean,
As a Brit,
wouldn't argue.
I'm down with that.
we're all down for fighting Total Biscuit.
Hey man, get him to voice act it.
Rar in British accent. Rar is in British.
Raws in British.
We get an American. Rars an American.
Yeah.
Just-
I feel like we need to do that, like for the regional, like for when we do regional like dialects and like subtitles for stuff, because like we're not gonna get like, let's say like we're not gonna get like a Spanish person to do a Spanish Prime or whatever because it's just like guttural sounds or whatever. Like we should actually have a subtitle that says "Ras" in Spanish.
I really feel what you said.
If he's British, he has to have a tea set.
Let's see.
Well,
If he's British, that's
bearing in mind like the kind of like how tough we're planning for this guy to be, he'll probably have a lot of tea bags on hand.
Your character's body is the tea set.
Yeah.
That spawns some gruesome images in my mind.
I'm sorry. If you had the chance, would you create a game mode based around two Prime Beasts fighting while players' objective would be to keep their beast powered to win?
It sounds cool, but like we're just focusing on getting our main game up at the moment.
And they'd be like, okay, well, what else can we do?
Yeah.
Move his head down to the mannequin. I want to see if his mouth can fit the characters in.
What?
I want you to move Prime's head down to the mannequin, see if he can fit the whole mannequin in his mouth.
Or you could just move the mannequin up to the mouth.
Yeah, that's also an option. John donated 10 bits and says "Rars" in Spanish.
Ras in Spanish. Yeah, I mean, like he can probably fit. He probably get like a. He could probably get like a up to the knees maybe, like down. Yeah.
Also, if he's so hard, wouldn't people just say "F killing him"? Let's just push and win.
Well, you know, if that's what they want to do, like, not gonna force people.
Live your best life, man.
Yeah, you do you.
You can, that's like the size of a Slim Jim.
But I think we made it very clear from earlier streams as well. We want like this guy to be an event, like an actual kind of like a thing that people, like when they do it in game, we want it to feel epic. No
We want to make it so that if you do it, the enemy team goes, "Ah, shit! All right."
Yeah.
Stop! Go! Hey, is this the Unreal Engine support stream? How do I disable automatic smoothing when importing a skeletal mesh?
What? I mean, you could just like sort your smoothing groups properly in your DCC app.
Matthias Sagarius has joined the fray. Thanks for following.
Yeah.
You really need to get that recording, man.
Xenu89 has joined the fray. Thanks for following. Oh, Oni's here too. So, guys, Oni's here. Oni, did you want to do some as well?
Honey's like, nah.
He's like, I can't. Yeah, that's true. I mean, you know, we can most certainly probably try to get you in contact with the. I don't know if Unreal Engine has a sports stream.
No, I don't think they do. I mean, if that's a legitimate question, I think, yeah. First of all, like, make sure that your smoothing groups are sort of like. Have you tried making sure that, like, if you're modeling in Max, set all the faces to have 0 smoothing groups, or if you're modeling in Maya, make sure that all of your edges are hardened, and that should mean that when it comes in into Unreal, there'll be no smoothing of the mesh at all.
Well, there you go. Gladier has joined the fray. Thanks for following.
Yeah, thanks.
How are we going to kill this thing? I don't know, man. You gotta do your best. You gotta
Yeah.
fight with your friends.
Oh,
just
I
got-
don't
you
know.
just gotta- you just
Auto
gotta-
attacks, abilities.
Yeah, you just gotta
know.
like try real hard.
You gotta think about it.
You gotta,
Yes,
you
nicely.
gotta
I mean,
Just throw a
something-
chimera at it.
I mean, something this big and strong, it's going to be the jungle boss for a reason.
Yeah.
It's like the prime in any game. You're gonna be rewarded for killing this thing.
So say Prime Boss gets summoned in game, would it be a disadvantage to one of the enemy teams or to both sides? In which case, I assume they have to work together to deal with the Prime Beast problem. I mean, it's like any other game, I'm assuming, where it's like your team wants to kill it, and you want to stop the other team from killing it.
Yeah.
See. Well, okay, it's so huge. I mean, you know? Nexalon has joined the
You gotta
fray.
think though, like,
Thanks for following.
it's not just about the size, you know.
Yeah. We've killed bigger things than this in other games.
It's about the motion in the ocean.
Always
I'm
one.
not even gonna, I'm never gonna do that. Not as cool as Big Pink Prime from Legacy.
Oh my god.
I love
mean,
Big
those are
Pink.
the
I
best.
love Big Pink Prime from Legacy.
I know. I started playing Paragon like as they removed that model and like put in the final model. I got like 2 games out of that big pink freaking soldier in the middle of the map.
You gotta trust in the power of friendship. Yes! If you join with your team with the power of friendship, you all can succeed. Or, you know, something like that.
Meanwhile, in
If you
Yu-Gi-Oh,
engage it, they will come.
Type 1
That's
if you
gonna
want to
take
see
me
Ultra
taken out of
Rampage
context.
competitive. Joan Amata has joined the fray. Thanks for following.
Hey, wait, it was my turn.
Oh, you wanted to go? You were muted, man. You were like, what in the world's going on? You have the next go. Yeah. Guys, follow so Oni can read in his sexy voice.
Man, Omega, it's so rude.
I love you. I love you unconditionally. I'm sorry. I'll be right back.
So rude.
Omega's gone. Now we can't answer questions. Who's gonna read the questions now?
I will be right back.
So trollish, very lol. Wait, do we have questions?
I mean, doesn't look like it currently.
Yeah. As much as I just gave Omega a hard time, I actually have to go. So,
What a booty.
yeah, I'm a dick. I'll still be watching the stream though, so have fun, guys.
Yeah, he'll be watching the stream, so feel free to just talk shit about him in chat, you know?
Wow, thanks.
Catch you later, Oni. Thanks for dropping in. man.
I'll try and stick around for the entirety of the next one. I'll talk to you guys later.
Later, buddy.
See you later, Oni-chan.
Man, fuck that
He's
guy.
gonna
What?
come back. He's gonna come back really pissed because they called him Oni-chan. Oh, I guess not.
Hark, denizens, I have returned.
Oni just ditched us, man.
Why? What?
He was just like, can't be dealing with this. Peace out, suckers.
Y'all are lame. I'm quitting. Bye.
Yeah.
Aw. Well, it's fine. I'm here now.
That's what matters, you know.
Best support Omega here. Let's go.
Yep.
Ew, dude.
Hmm?
Damon just sent me a friend request on Facebook.
Ugh.
You Facebook? What is this?
That's what I'm saying.
2009?
One of the things I rarely use, and I get interrupted in life with his friend request.
How
Is there
dare
gonna be
you.
auto loot pets in this game? Auto loot pets? What's an auto loot pet?
I think they mean like a pet that will go and collect like amber or gold or whatever for you. I think that's based on what, like Dota and League, where you actually have to go and pick up the gold that drops from minions. Is that right?
League, you just kill things and it just
Nope.
appears in your.
Same with
account.
Dota.
Okay. I don't fucking know.
I guess like.
Could it be an MMO type thing or something?
Maybe.
Like, just saying, yo, this looks like a raid boss.
Grr, how big is too big? When your computer can't process it.
How big is too big? How to answer this one?
Some certain games have modeled entire universe, just like entire universes, although it's not really being all rendered at once. So, no. Yeah, I agree. When your computer can't render it, all right,
Yeah.
that's too big.
Actually, in terms of computer graphics, the opposite is more true. Graphics cards have more trouble rendering tiny polygons than they do big polygons.
Makes sense.
So too small is actually the problem, guys.
Yeah.
So that blade of grass is making you unable to play your game.
No. That's legit. That's legitimately the thing. That's why with like grass and stuff, you have level of details that as you zoom out, they just become like big planes.
Yeah, that's really frustrating. Like, I have Far Cry 5 maxed out, and I still get popping from like 2 feet away.
Yeah.
It's kind of annoying, but
So
still a fun game.
one of the features that Unity has with their level of detail stuff that like I really wish Unreal Engine would have, and it's probably something that like we could probably program that into our game if I just had the time to go and take a look at the code and stuff for it. But they basically, like, when you transition between the level of details in Unity, you can have it set to dithered, so it doesn't just like jump between the steps. Instead, it blends between them.
Ooh.
So there's like a transition where like you have essentially two different LODs being displayed at the same time.
I don't know what this is, but I'm maining it. Good luck.
It's actually Rampage.
This is
Don't
Rampage's
give them
older
false
cousin. Yeah.
Yeah, it's his older. No, it's Grux's grandma. All right.
Yeah, it's Grux's grandma, Rampage's long lost love.
Her name's Jessica.
Her name's Jessica.
Oh, fuck off with the Jessica stuff. God damn it. So annoying.
What's
like
wrong with Jessica?
well, there's nothing wrong with it, and honestly, like I liked the joke of like having the game being called Jessica. I thought that was really funny. But then when like half the team changed their names to Jessica on our Discord
God.
server, I was like, oh fuck, this is annoying.
Because you had to try to find somebody for like a specific thing, and then they were all named Jessica.
Exactly.
Let's see. This ain't an MMO.
Do you know my favorite use of the Paragon assets that were released that I've seen so far is like there's like a 3D Streets of Rage type game that someone's making, and it looks so cool.
Oh, the one I posted earlier.
I think so, yeah.
They think this is an RPG. I'm sorry, guys, it's not an RPG. But well, I mean, it can be if you use your imagination.
Yeah.
Use your imagination. You can
Like,
just
if it,
walk
like
in
yeah, I
and
mean,
be
like,
oh,
like
I'm
nobody's gonna stop you from role playing your characters, and like if you want to cosplay them and stuff, like that's super cool. Like I'm down for.
Please do.
Yeah, I'm down for seeing like any heroes that I've made being cosplay. And if you want to cosplay like Jungle Boss, fucking dope. Yeah, I'll watch that.
Like, seriously, just walk up in a lane with your character, just like, hello, I'm Magnus, I'm going to kill you now, bang, bang, bang.
Yeah.
I'd love to see someone role-playing as Narvash.
I probably could. I've got the body shape down, so...
Oof.
Oh,
Boof would be disappointed.
Poof is too thick for disappointment.
True.
I'm catching up. So I remember way back early on Paragon, they said they were unable to rank heroes that weren't human-based. So like no way to set up a spider hero or a real monster. Are you guys limited by that too?
I mean, I'm not sure why they would have been limited by that. I'm not gonna say that we are or are not limited by it. Like, at the moment, we're kind of going like, hey, we're only limited by our imaginations. However, I imagine at some point, like, technical limitations will crop up and our imaginations will be, you know, squished.
We're funded like a PBS station by viewers like you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Prime Beast's ass is the new Narbash's ass. I mean,
He doesn't really have an ass.
but we can give him one.
Being a lizard, he'd probably have like a cloaca.
Oof.
What'd you call me?
Biology.
They said that they could glitch the minions so they couldn't take damage.
Huh. Don't know.
That's interesting.
It is interesting, but I don't know. I guess that's
The
like
minions are using
that's like a
tactics.
bridge will cross when we get there kind of thing.
All of
What-
our heroes are humanoid.
like,
Why? Come on.
Yeah, like the thing I'd probably say about that is like Epic had a massive R&D department, and if they couldn't figure out how to do it, like we may struggle as well, you know?
It seems like the beast is biting his tongue. Oh, sorry. It seems like the beast is biting his tongue.
Okay.
I mean, he's not, like, the jaw can rotate and close properly, and like I kind of have to model it like this, and then like we can animate it to be a different size and stuff. That's not really an issue.
Just do what Smite does. Make all the tails and legs and stuff cosmetic only, so they can only shoot at the humanoid hitbox.
That works to an extent, but then what happens when you like move too close to a wall or whatever? Do you then only calculate like this capsule-shaped hitbox that's like in the middle of this big 8-legged thing?
Honestly, I'm not a fan of the intensity and amount of horizontal stretch marks or folds on the hands, especially when they cross. It looks weird.
Yeah, that's okay.
Very leathery.
Yeah, it is very leathery, but again, like, have you seen lizard skin? Or reptile skin?
Good point. Fair point.
You could use Cat's rig in 3ds Max and you just create a custom rigs for anything.
Yeah, cat rigs in Max, they're okay, but they're not amazingly robust for games.
When making masters, do you plan to give them their higher rank skins a meaning, like how they grow as a person?
What?
So like if you have a character that has like a plot device and they like grow as a person throughout that plot device, are the higher rank skins going to be part of their backstory?
I mean, we're gonna have like lots of different reasons for different skins and stuff. But for the time being, like, we're just going to focus on getting as many different masters out as possible. So initially, like, each master is only likely to have like one skin, with maybe a few different a few different like color schemes or whatever, or like if I can get the color system that I want in, like, you'll be able to customize whichever colors you want onto the masters, which should kind of like help with the lack of skins at launch. What am I doing?
When making when making masters, do you plan to give their blah blah blah? I already got that. You can use multi-hit boxes. For hitboxes per part.
Sorry, what's up?
You can use multi-hit boxes or hit. Yes, I am here, Marco.
Polo. That's a real knee slapper, ain't it?
That was
Yeah, essentially
acting.
because you said it so enthusiastically.
Yeah, man. I'm the most enthusiastic person to ever live, obviously.
Almighty, may you please maximize the prime size compared to the humans real quick just to see?
Hang on, just give me 2 seconds. Grabbing some stuffs.
But even on reptiles, the folds will never perfectly cross. These will always meet up in a smooth Y shape, no?
You are absolutely correct. But it's also going to be hidden by a bunch of scales, so, you know, whatever.
Dummy rigging could also...
Basically, it's kind of a moot point right now.
Yeah.
There will be some way to get skins without paying.
Probably. We've
That's
internally
the hope.
discussed like all the different ways that people will be able to attain things, and we want to make it like as fair and as reasonable as possible. So yeah. Right, let's
You could,
all of this shit.
you could also make custom hitboxes, which could be the way forward.
So someone wanted what, like maximizing the view of Prime next to the guy?
I think so.
Okay, so if we have this floor mesh here, there you go, you can see.
Oh, hey, Crisis.
Hello.
Sup,
Crisis.
my guy.
So there you go, so you can see the size difference between like regular guy and this Prime Beastie.
I needed to be in the stream today. I was not gonna.
It was a requirement.
No, like I want to be here, but
No, it was a
work's
requirement.
kinda
You're not allowed to
fucking
not
me
be here.
Yeah, like if you weren't here, man, like I would have kicked off.
Hi lads then.
Decent.
I mean, you know, we're doing as we do.
We are doing.
Yep.
Are you speaking English very deliciously right now?
Oh.
I am professional. I'm paid to speak English for a living. Yes.
It's kind of her thing.
Let's see.
Why do I get the feeling this didn't import like all of the alphas that I just wrote?
Do you know how funny it would be animating a non-human character with mocap?
Oh my god. Rant. Okay, or just someone.
Well, I mean,
just,
like you saw the videos of Benedict Cumberbatch doing Smaug, right?
Oh my god. It's just
You
this
could
just
just
looks.
stick a load of ping pong balls onto a dog. Sorted.
I mean, it doesn't really look like it looks relatively, but it just looks more fun than anything.
Containing custom hitboxes. It would surely help generating a sense of pride and accomplishment. A loot box for a custom hitbox.
The funny thing is, you're not going to see the hitbox, so why the hell would you do a custom one?
That's just for winning. It's just like, my hitbox is 1 pixel, try.
Hey, are we talking about Ash's headshot hitbox in Rainbow Six Siege?
Stop.
Heyo.
So I know this is early, but are the masters going to be all free and monetized off customization, or will we have to unlock them, Gur?
Sorry, can you ask that again?
I know this is kind of early, but are the masters going to be all free and monetized off customization, or will we have to unlock them?
As far as I'm aware, like you won't have to pay anything for any of the base masters. Like basically, like that would be a really shit thing to do, right? Like if we released a new hero and then said like, oh yeah, you got to pay for this, that instantly locks out like a huge portion of the player base from even being able to play that hero. So I don't see us doing that at all.
That would be very anti-consumer.
Yeah.
What are we, Riot? Hello, Riot. Well, I like certain characters, right?
Shots fired, right?
I'm taking my Gatling and just going off. You could, but I imagine that there is a way to get human animation on non-human features, like they do in The Hobbit or in the UE4 tech demo a few weeks ago. Is Warden slightly taller than the other masters? He seems like he is.
I think yeah, he's a little bit bigger. If you think in terms of like what you're used to in Paragon, I would think of it in terms of like the size difference between like Steel, like heroes like Steel, Richter, Rampage, Sevarog versus like your regular human.
Because I think what we were going for was kind of like he's the bulky guy that people look at. You know,
yeah,
like
he's a tank.
Yeah, like for instance, Paragon's. If you think about Paragon's tanks, everyone automatically thought Steel just because he looked it. He was beef, bulky, big. He fit all the criterias.
Insert adjective here.
Thick.
I was fucked.
Not as thick as Narbash.
With
Daddy.
Hey, no one's as thick as Booth.
True. Alright, Booth has no competition.
That means Omega won't mocap this time. I will try with my Season 1 Connect. There we go.
Jeez. Best mocap software.
Best mocap software.
But that's not software, that's hardware, right?
Hardware, yeah.
There you go.
I'm not blah blah blah.
Almighty, I might be able to fix that little oopsie minion you made the other day, by the way.
The what?
The little oopsie we made with the explosion.
Oh, okay. Yeah, go for it. Like,
I might be able to fix that.
The words oopsie and explosion don't mix very well.
Yeah, do what you gotta do, man.
Yeah, you don't just like level an entire city and go, whoops.
Watch me.
Very weird.
I could get so political right now, but
There's
I'm
a
not
little bit of cognitive dissonance.
Do it. You won't.
Can you please
That'd
make
be
the tail
so
wag whenever that
unprofessional.
thing gets a kill, Gur?
Can I what?
Can you please make the tail wag whenever that thing gets a kill?
Whenever it kills someone, just like, I'm a happy beastie.
I did!
That's awesome.
Look,
Wise
creator!
tail, like a dog getting fed. I feel like we're just gonna get some comparisons with this just being a dog, because it's partially quadrupedal, most
It
likely.
would be better for them to be unlockable. It makes the one you unlock more special.
I mean, okay, I think if we do have it like then, of course everything's still pretty early at the current state, but I'd like it. I like the system Here's the Storm has, where you just it's basically the same as League as far as I know, but it's not that extreme if you get what I mean. It doesn't take a ridiculous amount of playtime to get a new hero. It's just you just play the game and you'll get him. You'll get him eventually.
You gonna get him.
X gonna give it to you.
Y'all are ignoring the fact it's just Digimon's Agumon evolved. He evolved first.
Oh, don't worry. I'm pretty sure Antharsa had a joke about that on the dev server that nobody acknowledged.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, we barely acknowledge Warren anyway, so...
That's true. He's basically fired.
Shots fucking fired. Holy shit. So, Almighty, I got a quick question for you. So, now I'm seeing what you're busy doing with his feet. You're busy adding like scales to it and you're making it look 3D. In game, is it gonna be 3D or
it's normal match?
Is it? Oh, right.
Gonna hide that guy.
That's what the math face system is for. Don't tempt people to pay to unlock.
Don't what?
Don't tempt people to pay.
Yeah, don't tempt us to make it pay to unlock characters.
No, we're like.
No, don't worry, we're not EA.
I'm 100%. I'm 100% against that idea. Like I will fight for your right to free heroes.
Again, that's a very anti-consumer way of doing things, and we honestly we're a small team, and we can't really do that. These major AAA companies, they can, because they have things to fall back on. If we hurt our community to a degree, it's done. We're basically shooting ourselves through the heart.
It's not fun doing that.
Mm.
It's not fun. Don't shoot yourself, everybody. Don't
Yeah,
do that.
don't. Just
Alright.
Wise
dying
words from
dying is
Mame.
frowned upon.
I don't recommend that. You are all not allowed to die.
We're
Unless
just like we're like, you know, like 90 years old on our deathbed. Are you ready? No. Omega told me that forbid me to die.
It's one of the most epic.
Just live forever.
Simultaneously one of the most like epic and also predictable lines from an anime is like, in other words, you all only have one order: don't die.
Don't die. Yeah.
Well, Masters,
Thanks.
your only
Thanks,
objective
Colonel
is this.
Mustang.
Don't die.
Oh, Colonel Mustang, yes. Yes.
Um,
Oh my.
I will learn to draw and make fan art of this thing acting like a puppy.
Do it.
Oh,
That's
this-
awesome.
It's
Do
great.
Please do. If it is balanced and like is being said, it could be packs, not individual.
I don't understand
Okay.
that.
Okay, so like instead, if it's a balanced thing and not like you're just selling individual individual skins, you like or individual champ masters, you get like 6 masters in a pack.
No.
Or we could do like what Blizzard did when like Heroes 2.0 came out with just like gigantic mega packs of just like 20 heroes or
Just take
however
all
many.
these. What's the significance of them? They're all blue.
They're all blue.
Yeah, no, like I said, I'm personally against the idea of selling any heroes. Like, I personally believe that like if you want to have a game that is truly competitive, you shouldn't be locking anyone out of any heroes for any reason. Basically, like our kind of philosophy at the moment in terms of what should be paid for is like cosmetic only. Like the only things that you can pay for are cosmetic upgrades.
When you join the game, instead of saying minions respawning, say don't die.
that has to be like an announcer for one of the masters.
Oh my God.
Like eventually there has to be a master that has that personality where it just be perfect.
Just don't do it. Don't.
Don't you
Forbidden.
dare die on me.
I will kill you if you die.
Heroes never die.
Copyright in line.
just stream gets taken down. But why? Blizzard told us to. I'm sorry.
Copyrighted line about heroes not dying.
No, just like this part of the stream is just like has been muted in the
Right.
VOD just for copyright reasons. You know, it's Twitch.
Heading to sleep now. Okay, J Sam's night.
Thanks for
Super.
coming along.
Yes, new announcer voice. We tease announcer packs more than anything.
What do you mean?
Amazing.
What do you mean?
I don't
Tease? These are things. They're going to happen.
If not at release, it will happen eventually. All right.
I have so much work.
Just like
Hang on.
the game comes out.
Did I just hear a voice actor complain about how much work they have to do?
I'm not complaining. I'm like
Hold up, perfect.
I'm excited. Let's see. Omega Flash 4 is not here. I am here. What are you talking about, numpad?
Oh, was that
Hold
the
on.
angry man?
Yep. Always angry all the time. That's numpad.
Let's see. Omega is doing the video for that master. Yo, how deep? will the
Omega's
voice
doing
go?
the voiceover for the jungle
okay.
boss. So
Rar.
Rar XD.
Rar XD. That means I love you in dinosaur.
Oh my god.
hang on. Give me. This is gonna be super dumb. It's so funny. Actually, no, I can't do it right now. I'll do it later. off stream. We need to record like a little thing where like you say stuff and I'll make his mouth move.
Oh God, no! The delay is too much for that, though.
Yeah. That's why I said we'll do it off stream.
How deep will the voice lines go? As in, some games, the characters have special lines for meeting enemies or allies of a certain relation or whatnot.
Well, I mean, like we've even discussed having like announcer packs and stuff that are like super passive aggressive towards bad players. So. God, you died again?
See,
Like
when you die,
12
I
times.
said you don't die.
I told you not
told you.
to die.
That thing I told you not to do, you just did it. What did I say? Now you ain't happy.
Hey, if you ain't happy, Santa ain't happy.
Santa ain't happy. No one's happy.
Alright, come back.
I'll go back.
I want a flamer announcer pack.
Yeah, those are pretty much like most of the announcer pack ideas we have. Just flaming everyone. It's great. Just being a smartass to everyone. It's great.
Oh, it's you. Do you plan on actually trying to win this game?
Just
That's aggressive.
you're on a losing streak. Hey, maybe you won't fuck this one up, eh?
And then you die twice. Is like, well.
Well, that was
Well,
expected.
As expected, you disappointed me.
As your team expected, this is a 4v5. Okay, I'll scrap the puppy jungle boss idea if you make Nintendo style puppy minions with wagging tails upon killing other minions.
Oh my god. The minion.
Hello, TMNT. Excuse me, but I bet a flamer VL will boost toxicity by 27.4%.
Yeah,
I mean,
because that 27.4% boost will come from literally the game itself. It won't.
It's literally me.
Excuse me, but our data says otherwise.
Night, Mitan.
The only,
Yes,
the only.
everybody.
I think most of the community's toxicity will just be channeled into Numpad.
Yep.
Sorry,
should we-
Numpad.
Why
just
should
picking
VL
on him,
boost
I feel bad.
toxicity? Well, Shikai, I feel like if you can direct your toxicity at the VL, you won't target it to your teammates who did nothing to deserve this.
I mean, it depends how you define nothing, I guess.
I mean, yeah. VL's masterful. Let's see. I'm suggesting. Instead of raptors or gold fury, can we have massive yellow dodos?
Oh my god.
Oh man, do you know what? Like, if we wouldn't get like our asses sued to shit, I would totally make chocobos. just running around in the jungle. Queer.
Oh, you're feeding? I've already auto-reported you for your whole team.
Don't worry. Save them the trouble.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry, save them the trouble.
It's just Battle Eye, but for feeding.
Just make GLaDOS the announcer. Welcome, hello, and again. Welcome to the Project Phoenix Rising Battle Arena. Your specimen has been processed and we can now begin the battle proper.
That's actually pretty good in terms of just like lines she says.
Yeah?
It's just like off the cuff. That's great.
GLaDOS is my favorite character.
Right.
Oh, I love GLaDOS.
If I should donate,
What I said.
can I ask if I should donate bits or not? You can donate bits if you wanna.
Yeah, when it like like while we don't have a while we don't have a specific donation or subscriber goal at the moment, all of the like donations and subscriber money and stuff is still being funneled back into the project in one way or another.
Mm-hmm. XXX Joker 69 has joined the fray. Thank you for following. The most toxic PPR player will be Omega I'll take that title.
Guys, you don't even understand. I played like my first game ever against Omega the other day, and just nothing but flames in my private messages.
I blew it up.
Yeah.
Because I knew the game was gonna get just deleted anyway, so I didn't have it.
Absolute filth. Like, I did warn him as well. I was like, I know people at Epic. I'll get your Fortnite account revoked.
I don't play that game.
We do not speak of this game here.
Well, I just did.
You sound like someone that could have spoken in Assassin's Creed. Thank you. Oh really? We can give bits, can we? Oh man, we got 2,000 bits from TMNT, 3,000 bits from TMNT Gamer. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Jeez, sir.
TMNT took first place with 6,000 bits.
High roller bits, yeah.
Is our old sugar daddy still up?
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. Our current, yeah. So like, guys, like, thank you for all the bit donations and everything. But if you want to be our new stream sugar daddy, like, you're gonna have to top $269 as your donation.
Please donate responsibly.
Yeah, please donate responsibly.
Do not just throw money just to do that.
Yeah, don't like skip out on mortgage payments and stuff for this.
Like, if you want to donate responsibly, like, be able to, like, if it's like a Happy Meal donation, yes, please, that's fine. But don't like try to throw money at it.
Unless you're legitimately loaded, in which case, you know, I'll take your money.
Ken Lakidio has joined the fray. Thanks for following. Well, by my calculation. Oh my gosh.
What's up?
To be fair, you pick Shinbi ADC, your support steal. Look, I'm gonna live my best life, Luke, and I am not gonna let anybody tell me otherwise.
Yeah. I mean, I've got to be honest, like, I played some insane ADC roles, so...
Shinbi, and like, I saw the thing, and I wanted to try her.
We're gonna fight.
Why?
ADC role.
Well, I've played some insane hero choices as ADCs.
Oh yeah, so Mighty, you're gonna be very upset with me.
Nah, doubt it.
I might scrap that thing we did.
That's fine.
With the thing, because I need to figure out what I did and then what you did, and then combine the two somehow.
That's fine.
Well, by TMNT's calculations, he's donated around $130. Thank you so much. We appreciate
Sick, man.
it.
Thank you so much.
But you know, please donate responsibly.
Yeah. What's wrong with you?
Like, that is all we ask, is like, if you're gonna donate, do it responsibly. Debui says, I think I was first to play Shinbi Jungle on New Dawn. Debui was all insane saying Yane Muji all up on that jungle. Oh man, I'm gonna have to go in like 20 minutes.
No.
It's fine. I'll probably rejoin in my car.
Don't leave me this way. Who's gonna announce, like, everything?
No one. We're not announcing anything else.
Crisis will do it. Crisis.
I'm busy with
Crisis is gonna do it. Crisis is important.
No one will do it. We're not announcing anything anymore. Goodbye, guys.
Yeah. Silence room.
No more announcements. The game just appears one day.
We just cut off everything. No advertising. Nothing. Game just appears.
We pull a Beyonce.
Question: isn't that what Epic did?
I mean,
Didn't they do the opposite?
oh, they just stopped saying anything.
Game just disappears one day.
It's gone. Bye.
True.
It's just
It's like-
uninstalled from everybody's computer.
No, it was basically just like, here, have some visual updates, and then there was just nothing. Then Terra. All right, bye guys.
Deuces, what's
Just
up?
like Terra, this hero has been hyped up for like, for not quite here, but whenever the fuck the Countess thing came out, the lore, everyone's like, yo, this has to be a hero in Paragon. Finally comes out 2 months later, game's dying. Sorry guys.
Peace. She's like, but I just got here. Hold on, wait.
The thing is, Terra came up with like a kick-ass trailer, like just hyped me up. I'm like, Paragon is staying. 2 months later, I'm strong. I'm mad.
I'm sorry. Donate for the people's minion.
Yes.
We should probably see if we can't get the word in icons, the word in ebooks in here.
So that's the word and icons are they're currently being screened by Amazon. Like it takes like a week for a icon to get like approved.
Alright, yay. Alright guys, you'll be able to use the word in emotes here at some point in life.
No, what we have to do, right, is if someone dies to a melee minion, the icon in the kill feed is actually just the people's minion.
The Bui has donated 4 bits.
I thought you were gonna go $400. I'm like, what?
4 bits is still good. Thank you for the donation.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Thank you so
Thank you.
much. I was trying to count how many because it was animated. I was trying to make sure it wasn't 4 or 5.
We accept all donations, regardless of size.
True.
That's a responsible donation. Everybody take notes.
Yeah, donate responsibly.
Responsible donation.
We don't want you here if you don't donate responsibly, right?
I can't
Don't
decide
donate
which
responsibly. We
stream is
can't
better.
have that on our conscience.
This one or the new live 24/7 hard drive defragmentation simulation stream.
What?
Oh man, wait, hang on. You need to link me to that because I'm in.
Same.
Yeah,
What?
yeah.
I need to. Is this a real thing?
Yeah. I'm totally in for this.
Wait, what now? I've been zoning out. What?
Oh wait, no, we killed Nightbot, didn't we?
Yeah. We didn't kill Nightbot. Nightbot's still here, but like I totally removed all of the spam protection
Oh, okay.
because Nightbot was just.
That was been...
He didn't check his privileges, man.
He didn't care. It's like a honey badger. He doesn't give a shit.
Oh my god, are you saying I don't donate responsibly? I mean, I'm not gonna call you out on stream. That would be rude.
But if you're gonna call her out for not calling you out, then
I'm just gonna have
brought
to
it
call
upon
y'all
yourself.
out.
Callception.
Almighty, what's the next step after this? After
Dude,
adding
I
skills to the
can't
beast?
look at like any pictures or anything at the moment, man.
No, like after the big beast.
Oh,
What are we modeling next?
so there's going to be some cleanup. Like I'm going to have to go over. Like at the moment, this is all just kind of like placing these alpha textures as scales and stuff. I'm going to have to go over it and do a bit of cleanup, like I did some on the foot already, to make sure that they stand out a bit better. After that, I'm going to take this mesh. I'm going to do a small amount of like re-topo. And what I mean by that is there's going to be like some ridges that I'm going to want to actually model in 3D. So like this bit here, I'm going to want that to appear in 3D. And then after that, I'm going to I'm going to UV map it, hand it over to the rigger to rig it so that it's ready to go in the game. And I'll be texturing shortly after that. So yeah.
Nice.
We're not too far away. There's still a bunch.
Beast is almost done.
Yeah, there's still a bunch of things that I want to like clean up and make a bit more awesome. So like these crystals and things on the back, like I want to make them a bit better looking.
They look terrible, Almighty.
They do, man. Fucking awful.
Oh man, the defrag stream is the best stream. I'm sorry guys, I'm gonna leave. I gotta go announce this. Just defrag stream.
This defrag stream is too good.
It's too good, man. Love the
Top
sound of
viewers
defragging.
on Twitch.
It's got 25 viewers.
That's more than I thought it'd have.
Search, don't worry about it, but
Oh,
you
it's an
just being
ASMR
help.
stream.
God, a good friend of mine just got Civ 5. I'm just not gonna be able to talk. I'm just not gonna see him for like the next month.
I'm gonna come back later and just like listen to the defrag stream. Like
Yeah,
that's gonna
do
be
it.
my goal.
Defrag stream sounds awesome.
It's so good.
I wonder if you like could you like narrate that? Just be like defragging section.
How long is
Just
it
reading
gonna
subtitles.
Status. Cluster 21874. Cluster 21156. Elapsed time 0, 0, colon, 1, 8, colon, 1, 1. Full optimization. Legend. Defragged. Reading. Bad. Fragmented. Writing. Unmovable. Drive C. Colon. 1 block equals 41 clusters.
Better than Audible.
This is mesmerizing, Almighty. Like, I'm just watching you do this, I'm like,
I'm just kind of in the zone right now. Sorry, I'm being really quiet. I'm just like
Get in the zone.
I'm just like-
Auto zone.
just like
Not sponsored.
That sounds-
scales.
Almighty, the scales.
Scales.
Like a new Siri confirmed.
Yes. I would not be I would not be against that. It's better Siri.
Alright, so like you want me to make a reminder for 2:30 p.m. That's like a lot of work, man. I'm gonna be real honest. Like can't you just like get a calendar or like an alarm clock?
But
I
it
am
knows when it's like heard you wrong or when it's just like can't do a thing, so it's just fucking talk shit instead
Literally,
of screwing up, it just talk shit.
Talk
literally
shit.
every time somebody asks me,
Yeah,
I'm
hit.
sorry, I don't understand. What were you? I don't understand. I'm sorry. Could you repeat that?
Anyone who's not American tries to say it's like, I'm sorry, I won't speak burrito.
What?
That is so mean.
The fuck you say about my people?
AG,
think-
I
I
thought
think-
you were scrapping the.
I think I
I
need.
think I've just
I
lost
think
my
I need
job.
Osville to. I think I need Osville to change his like intro music to that totally cliched Mexican thing that you hear like all the time, like.
I'm actually down with that.
Introducing
Oswald
Osville.
should just narrate the entire stream in Spanish. I'll do like a very bad translation of what he said. Like,
Donde
yes, yes.
está la biblioteca?
Where is the book holding area?
So, Oswald, you gonna leak any more new information about the map?
No.
I mean, I'll leak something.
Hard no.
I'll leak something. It looks fucking dope.
Oh man.
Oh.
Shit, all of our plans. They know.
And it takes forever to build.
It
AG,
takes
I thought
forever
you
to
were
build.
I've just sat here for the past hour waiting for it to build Linux. It's compiling your damn shaders.
Well, you know.
Sorry.
And the thing is, like, you say that as if like I've made like really complex. I've actually like simplified all of the shaders a lot.
Okay.
Let's see. AG, I thought you were scrapping the lizard skin after I found out you wouldn't be able to get some thick grux snips on him.
What? No, I never said that. Anyway, I can put thick grux nips on whatever I want, man. Like,
not even like a living thing, just like a fucking computer. All right.
Like add Grux's boobs to Prime.
No, you just have a macro to do it for you somehow.
Never forget Grux's chest plate jiggling, even though it was full metal.
Yeah.
Yes.
Never forget OPD Grux.
Never forget Deathcrawler Grux.
No, please forget Deathcrawler Grux. That should have never been a thing.
No, don't forget it, because if we forget about it, we might accidentally do it.
Yep, history is doomed to repeat itself.
True.
You see, when Grux got reworked and like Deathcrawler Grux was just fucking stupid. When my friend was describing it to people who didn't play Paragon, he basically described it as, he's like, it's basically the damage is an exponential function. So
Astopia has joined the fray. Thanks for following.
Almighty, I think you need to make Almighty Boof a little bit more thick.
Almighty Boof.
Boof.
Yeah.
I'd ship it.
He needs to be a little bit more thick, you know?
That's a homewrecker story. Homewrecker story.
Thanks.
Awkwardly
Almighty's
says
just
thanks.
sitting in this chair like, fuck my life.
Yeah, just like,
Why am I here?
like whose home is being
Fanfiction.
wrecked in this scenario? Like who's the wrecker here? Has anyone played God of War yet?
I just got
yeah.
it yesterday.
Dude, it's sick.
I
know.
got it yesterday, played it for like 2.5 hours, and then I just got spammed on
what
Discord.
difficulty mode are you playing it on?
Just regular.
Okay, so I was like, yeah, so I really like Dark Souls. I played all through the Dark Souls games. I'm fairly good at the Dark Souls games, so I'm going to play this on Give Me God of War difficulty.
No!
And I swear to God, man, the very first Draugr just fucked me up so bad.
Oh
It's
my god.
dude. So you know, like the first group of Draugr that you encounter, where he's all like, "Boy, you're not ready, boy."
Yeah, he's saying boy all the time.
Yeah. So like, so that first group of Draugr, it took me an hour and a half to get past that.
Oh, good luck. There's a lot of more stuff that's gonna screw you up.
Dude,
That's
I've-
the
No,
difference.
on I'm gonna say on the regular difficulty, there's like this one of like the second area of the game, I think, like right as the adventure officially begins.
Mhm.
Like there's these big fuckers. I spent like a good like half hour trying just on the first instance of just big old fucking
Are you talking about the bit where you fall down into a pit and there's like?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, so that bit took me quite a while. I'm actually like I'm quite far into the open world area, and I've got like I've just unlocked Muspelheim, which is
Going to play.
I've not played that far. Like I said,
Well,
an
I mean-
hour, like 2.5 hours.
okay. So well, I mean,
No spoilers, my
you'll be
guy.
pleased to know that that's not really a spoiler. It's not related. Like Muspelheim has nothing to do with the story. It's a challenge area.
Okay.
And
I was
so
just
like I'm trying to finish the first challenge and it just keeps fucking me.
The fun
Yeah,
thing for those of you who don't know, the Give Me God of War difficulty, you cannot change during the game. You can't.
yeah. It's
You have to start a new game.
Yeah, so basically with the new God of War game, you have like 3 difficulty modes. You have like easy, regular, and hard, and then there's Give Me God of War. And if you choose Give Me God of War, it flat out tells you when you do it, it's like, you cannot change this difficulty mode in-game. You have to start a new game on one of the easier difficulty modes if you decide that you want to change. So like, I've gotten so far, I'm basically locked into this now, just locked into this world of pain.
So basically, the game's giving you a slap across the face, saying, "I told you so."
Oh, dude, like,
Saying, "Oh, you thought Dark Souls was hard?"
oh man, it's fucking savage. It's absolutely savage.
There's
My question is, how long did the first boss take you?
Which one? Oh,
not the very first, the stranger.
Oh, the stranger was actually really easy. Like, he was easier than all the Draugr and stuff. Like, seriously, like he's actually a really easy boss.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he just hits-
his
he
pattern,
just hits-
especially
yeah, you
that one where he slams it in the ground.
Yeah, like he's a boss where I'm like, my Dark Souls training has paid off, because once you learn the pattern, he's super easy. But there's other bosses in the game that are like just fucking ridiculous. And the worst thing is, most of the other bosses in the game spawn like a whole bunch of minions to go with them, and when you're on like Give Me God of War difficulty, all of those minions are basically like mini bosses.
There was one Dark Souls boss that I could never beat. It's the something blades, where it's this huge fucking boss with 2 blades, and she hummed. It's
oh,
like...
the Dancer of the Boreal Valley?
Yes, that one. I could not fucking beat that boss.
Right, okay, so did you encounter it like really early on in the game?
Yeah.
Okay, so you've done it wrong, because that's actually like one of the late game bosses, but you can encounter it early if you kill the woman in the room that she spawns in. So it's at the point that you've encountered it, you can totally skip it and go and do a whole go and do the rest of the game, and then come back later when you're like at an appropriate level to do it.
I stopped playing the game because I could not beat that boss. I said fuck this.
I stopped playing Dark Souls 1 because I was stuck on the area with the Capra Demon. I'm like, yeah, nope, I'm done. I can't.
I'll get a health down to a good amount, and then she just changes her whole thing, and I'm like, what the fuck? How?
I liked how in Dark Souls 3, they made bosses from Dark Souls 1 just like regular mobs.
Yeah, that's
Dark
great.
Souls 2 was better anyway. I mean, Dark Souls 1 and 2, just the controller system just pissed me off too much.
Yeah. Hi, Rich.
Guess what I found?
I mean, Bloodborne, like, what? I almost quit with Vicar Amelia.
Yeah, Bloodborne.
I got to Vicar Amelia, I'm like, I'm done.
The thing is like, Bloodborne is a very different style of game. I would actually say Dark Souls 3 is kind of like a mix between Dark Souls 2 and Bloodborne, in terms of the way it plays and stuff like that. But there's, yeah, like, Bloodborne, if you play it like you would play Dark Souls, you're gonna die a lot, because the whole point of Bloodborne is that you're supposed to be like proactive and offensive, whereas in Dark Souls it pays off to be quite reserved about how you play.
Yeah, I mean, it might not have helped. I'm using like one of the lowest range weapons as well. Using the, what is it, the fucking... It's the one you get from the guy in Old Yarnum.
Oh, yeah.
The Spike Driver, I think? Something like that?
Yeah.
Something like that. And I just walk in there as she's like doing her animation at the beginning of the fight and just hit her with the full charge thing.
Speaking of Spike Driver thing, did you ever play Painkiller? Painkiller was a first-person shooter that just like was hilariously awesome fun. Like there was like a stake gun. You could fire stakes at people, and like it would enable ragdoll physics whenever it hit someone, and you could like staple zombies to walls with this stake gun. It was awesome. Such a fun game. I think we may be ignoring people in chat a little bit. Hi everyone in chat.
Yeah, just a little.
Do we have any questions that need answering? Like...
Hey Lee, I found it.
Oswald found us something.
You ready? Are you ready?
Yeah.
Fine, you guys, yeah. Oh my god, that's picking so bad.
So good though.
Awesome Oswald.
And so Corso is just rubbing it into my face now. I said I once killed the dancer at level 14.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, like, don't get me wrong, like, killing her early on is absolutely possible, and it's a great way to get, like, some stuff, to, like, help you in your journey, but, like, if you're new to the game, or, like, new to the genre or whatever, like, she will fuck you up.
Oh my god. I was so confused because like people I was hearing like on I was on YouTube and there were a bunch of people who were saying, oh yeah, like you can find, like they get to like they start a new playthrough and they just like start Dancer like really early, and I'm like, what how do you do this so early? Like,
yeah,
because they cut through like their playthrough because they like just think that everyone knows about it. I'm like, what? And then I find out how you do it. And I'm like, oh, so don't do that. All right.
I love that this has become like a kind of informal Dark Souls appreciation stream.
Yeah, pretty much. Like we're just like Dark Souls. As much as I don't really like Dark Souls 1, like it is, I don't enjoy it that much. Probably because I just got really angry at the area with Capra Demon.
So Dark Souls, the first Dark Souls game, there was one area of the game that's fairly early on that like really turned me off of the game, and it was only after I played 2 and 3 that I went back and basically went like, there's a whole bunch of story here that I want to figure out and stuff. So I went in and replayed Dark Souls 1, and that area was Blighttown. But actually, like now that I've replayed the game and everything, I actually think Blighttown is kind of brilliant from like an analytical point of view. Because it's basically like, it feels like it's never fucking ending, right? Like, it takes so long to reach the bottom, and then once you've reached the bottom, it takes so long to get through it. And all the while, like, everything is just getting worse and worse and harder, and you're just like, God, when's this all gonna end? But from like a narrative and analytical point of view, that's actually really interesting, because it basically drives you, the player, into the same kind of despair that you would expect everyone else in the game to be feeling. And it just like it's relentless, and it's almost like that one area of the game, I think, is almost like a sieve for players. So like people it's basically like, if you don't make it through that area, you're probably not going to enjoy Dark Souls as a series.
Yeah, I mean, I enjoyed Dark Souls 3 like without even like trying the previous games, because like I heard the Dark Souls 3 was more like Bloodborne than Dark Souls. At least a lot of people were saying that.
Yeah,
and I love Bloodborne, so I'm like, okay, let's try this, and I enjoyed it. Except for some reason, the fucking like tree, I about lost my mind. My first day with that.
The tree boss
like
thing.
It was so frustrating.
Yeah, before I figured out like that you have to go for like the eggs and shit that are hanging off of it.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I fucking broke down. Like, that was not fun. then I came back the next day and whooped his ass.
Do you want to know what made the Dark Souls series fun for me? Watching Video Game Donkey's stream, YouTube video about the Dark Souls series, where he's like,
"Thank you, Dark Souls."
Yeah, thank you, Dark Souls. Like, literally, like, as soon as I had that mentality of "thank you, Dark Souls," like the whole thing just became so much more enjoyable to me. And even my youngest daughter, like, when she watches me play it and I die and everything, she's like, "Hey, Dad, thank you, Dark Souls."
I think that's one reason why I like the series too, is just because it kind of reminds me of like being a kid playing those hard-ass games on like my Super Nintendo and being really fucking frustrated from the idea of not being able to pass it.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah,
I play
there's a
Punch
huge...
Out and can't get past Ball Bowl.
Yeah, there's like a huge nostalgia factor there. Not from the point of view of like the type of game that it is, but just from, yeah, when I was younger, just being like, oh fuck, there's this level on Sonic the Hedgehog that I just cannot get past, or like Streets of Rage and stuff like games back then, because of the age I was when I played them, I think they were just really hard, and so I grew up with like really difficult games. And then as I got older and the games industry's kind of matured and it's like started to become catered towards massive amounts of people and making sure that like the most people as possible can enjoy the games. Yeah, accessibility basically. Once that became a thing, like games just became easier, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. Like it's a great thing for the industry. Like it's enabled the industry to grow, and it's, you know, it's enabled more and more people to enjoy playing games, and that's fantastic. But because of the type of games I grew up playing, it kind of felt to me like, you know, everything's just really easy games just fucking hold my hand all the time. Like, you know, when games are like, oh, go here and do this, and like even Skyrim. Like when Skyrim came out, like I didn't even play it until someone had made a mod that removed like almost all of the HUD and quest markers and shit like that. Because I was like, you know, it's not fun for me if the game like holds your hand and tells you, yo, go here and do this. You know, it's I like being able to fumble my way around and stuff.
A lot of modern games, they don't feel like they're designed to be played without like a quest marker. Like it just doesn't feel very good playing them without a quest marker. Like old games that were designed around just the fact that the player will just kind of wander around and find their own way, feels so much better to play than you know, modern games.
Yeah, man.
You guys,
what's up?
You guys would swear we're busy making an open world game.
We are not. For anyone that's just heard that and thinks that we are not. So there was a really good YouTube video about this exact subject, and it's basically about game design and how you design games so that they teach the player how to play the game through gameplay and not through like cutscenes or like quick time events or stuff like that. And they were I've
seen the video.
They were using Mega Man X as their like
Yeah.
Yeah, was that
it was so good. It's so
Ego
so
Raptor?
good.
Yep.
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah.
Yep.
And it was just such a good video explaining like this is how you design games in a way that it allows players to understand what's going on, without ever having to explicitly tell them, you know. And that to me was just like, yeah, like it was almost like a masterclass on game design. Really good.
It was pretty entertaining as well. He wasn't dull. He had
Yeah,
the
yeah.
animation. He's like,
Are you ready for your
"Alright,
mind to be blown? It's gonna blow your fucking mind.
He's like, I would tell you, explain it right now, but I'm gonna save it for later when I blow your fucking mind.
Yeah.
Like
and
whispering,
then there's like the girl who chimes in going, "Yo, Mega Man, you can do it," and he's like, "Yo, shut the fuck up."
This is just saying. This guy is also in Game Grumps, if I remember rightly.
Yeah.
I think so.
But I think he did that before he was in Game Grumps.
Yeah, he did that before, but like, just seeing what else they do besides just like fucking around playing games, it's great that seeing that they know what they're talking about with the game design.
Yeah, well, I mean,
fantastic.
he's a developer himself, if I recall. He's been like dabbling in the games industry for a little while now, trying to come up with some like platformers and all that, because that's kind of his thing.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Anyway, but I also saw another video, not by Ego Raptor, but I can't remember who it was a while ago, but basically was talking about like why the original Thief was just so much better than the reboot, and like one of his points was literally the levels were designed for you to just wander around and find your own way with nothing to guide you but a poorly drawn map.
Yeah.
It was just, it was great. And then I'm like, all right, I'm gonna try to play some modern games without objective markers. That was a mistake.
Hey guys, I gotta go to class, but I'll see you later. It seems you guys are having a lot to talk about.
See you
So I'll see you guys next time. Bye.
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 See you later.
What was your guys' very first game? Like the game that you can remember, like hands down, you can remember every single day you played with it, the hardest, the difficulty, like everything that you enjoyed about it. What was that first game for you guys?
I don't know if I want to date myself like this, man.
Do it.
What I will say though, anyone who hasn't played it and is old enough to have played like the original Sonic games, play Sonic Mania. It's fucking incredible.
So I've heard.
It's so good.
The very first game that I can remember that I played was the original God of War, the very first one.
Damn,
that was my
what a
very
start.
first PlayStation game, and it was really fucking difficult. I had no clue what I was doing. I was just hacking around, like just heading everything, and That's what I can remember.
I know that I probably played some games like, you know, before, like on my, because I had a PS2. I've had a PS2 all my life, but like the first game I can remember playing was Super Mario Brothers 3 on the NES.
Dude, hell yeah! Me and my mom
so
actually.
good.
Okay, so the first game that I remember playing like a shit ton of that was really, really difficult was GoldenEye 64, and I was literally like trying to unlock everything on 00 Agent difficulty. That was, and I think I was like 13, and that was like really, really ridiculously difficult. And then outside of that, like the first Metal Gear Solid game and Splinter Cell, like those two games, like changed my opinion on gaming like forever.
I mean, the first, like, actually, my favorite game that I've actually played from my childhood was just, like, Guitar Hero in general, because my cousins introduced me to that, and I just picked it up and played for hours every day. It was so fun. And I still play it every now and then.
How old are you again?
Totes old.
Yeah, man. So old.
The fucking oldest.
I mean, come on, like, my first game was Super Mario Brothers 3 on the NES. How? You think I'm young after hearing that? I'm about 7 million years old.
On the NES, I used to play, like I said, a lot of Super Mario 3 too. But I only had like 2 games at the time because my parents, like my dad, he had just like started a new job and he was making pretty good money. And like at the time, you know, fucking buying a console was pretty expensive. And even the games, they were like $100 for a cartridge or some shit. So I had Super Mario 3. That's the game that I played with my mom a lot. And fucking, you guys ever heard of a show called Ranma F?
Yeah.
So I had the Super Nintendo game. It was a fighting game. And like, I used to spend so much time on that trying to beat it, and I actually ended up beating it at like the age of, I think it was like 5 or 6. This was fucking crazy.
There's an enemy to that. That were my first enemy boobies I've ever seen.
Yeah, dude. Oh man, that was great.
And when I got hold of the Metal Gear Solid art book and I saw Sniper Wolf, I was like, wait, what?
Wait. Hold up.
Sniper Wolf had boobs, man. Like, boobs for days. Huge tracts of land.
But I think Killing Floor 2 was like my very first multiplayer game. I was like, what the fuck? There's multiplayer? I can play with people online? This is so cool.
My very first game that I landed was Killing Floor 2. Well, the old Killing Floor. The one that you like land with people, where you had to physically create like a LAN system to play with people.
Oh wait, did I say Killing Floor?
Yeah.
My bad, I meant Killzone. Killzone 2.
Okay, I was just wondering.
I was like, because Killing Floor 2 just came out like a couple years ago.
See, I didn't play the first couple of Killzone games. I did play Killzone Shadowfall on the PS4, but that, like, because it was like a launch title kind of thing, I was like, oh yeah, I'll pick that up. And I was like very impressed by how fucking pretty everything was, man.
Oh yeah,
oh man, oh, it's a good looking game. Then now, just on a side note, just a couple years later, on the same system, God of War comes out. All right.
Yeah. And the thing is as well, like there's a few franchises that do that, right? So there's like Metal Gear Solid, Final Fantasy, like there's a couple of franchises that are just like, whenever they release a new game, they set a new fucking benchmark for what shit should look like for the entire industry.
I never thought God of War would be one of those franchises, but lo and behold. Well, Metal Gear. It's my turns to people. The only Metal Gear game that I've actually played, has been MGS5. That's it.
You played Metal Gear Solid 5?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only Metal Gear. Like, I have played a bit of Metal Gear Solid 1, but it was on an emulator on my phone. Right. So,
Lee, do you remember when they revealed the Fox engine?
Yes.
Like I watched that video a couple of days ago, and I was like, dude, I remember when that used to look super realistic, and that wasn't even that long ago.
I
And,
know,
like, now
right?
you can definitely tell the differences.
Yeah.
It's just so crazy how much things can change in such a short amount of time.
Yeah.
Did they also use the Fox engine for Metal Gear Zombie Apocalypse? Whatever the
Metal
hell
Gear
it's called?
Survive, that piece of shit. I mean, what? Yeah, that game, that terrible thing that we
Yeah, did they?
shouldn't speak
Does
of.
anyone know if they used the Fox engine for that?
I
'Cause
think
that game
they-
looks like garbage.
I think they did, actually.
That's so weird. It looks like they used some engine for like the.
I mean, I'm gonna say Konami, since Konami greenlit that project, Konami just looked at Metal Gear and said, "Hey, that looks like a nice thing to ruin."
Yeah. Wow.
Like, looks at Kojima. Kojima said, "Hey, look what I made." Just like Konami's, "Oh, that's cool." Takes it. I made this.
Yep. You made this. I made this.
Yeah. So I'm speaking of Kojima, I'm really surprised that we didn't at E3 last year we didn't see anything on his new game Death Stranding. I don't think we just saw anything.
I'm not that surprised then. Honestly, like, I'm actually not that hyped for it. I've got to be honest.
I'm not really that hyped for it either, considering it was like they just had crap. Well, who was the actor they have in there in the reveal? I can't remember his name.
Yeah,
Norman
yeah,
Reedus?
Norman
Yeah,
Reedus,
Norman Reedus, that guy.
Norman Reedus.
I think the main reason why nothing was shown at E3 was because they had already set something up with Jeff Keighley for the Game Awards show.
Mm.
That happens in December. Which they did show some extra stuff. They got like they got a new trailer if you haven't checked it out.
Let's see.
But yeah, they got a pretty good amount of like actors on there, like notable actors. Like I know their faces, I just don't know what their names are. But obviously Guillermo del Toro's in there too. Someone wants to know if our graphics, how heavy will this game be? Because if it's like Paragon, it must run at low settings.
I mean, we're using Paragon as our kind of benchmark for visuals, and along with using it as a benchmark for visuals comes, you know, the benchmark for performance as well. So it's likely that we will be along the same lines as Paragon in terms of performance.
Will you guys do an E3 presentation next year if you have enough money to rent a stage? Shit, dude, that'd be cool.
It would be dope, but I don't think we're going to be ready for that.
No, not at all.
I was thinking about Gamescom as well.
Yeah, Gamescom would be dope. Shit. That could be like one of the
We want to fly out to Germany, Oswald?
hell yeah.
Grab yourself some schnitzel.
Ooh, all the Venus.
I'm all about that doner kebab, man.
Oh, doner kebab? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Get yourself some meat.
Oh yeah.
Hey, that could be one of our milestones for
What,
our
for Kickstarter. Send the
Kickstarter.
send the team to Europe.
No, send us to E3, send us to Gamescom, send us to PAX East. That'd be pretty cool.
Like, all I can think when I think of that is like like we run the Kickstarter or whatever, and then like we have a It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia style thing over the top, going like the team goes to Europe.
Oh man, that'd be awesome. The fucking Hans Zimmer score shortly after. Oh, apparently TMNT will donate to help us get there.
Well, you know, if you got the money to donate responsibly enough for that, that's cool.
Thank you for the 100 bits, Sob Moisty.
Thanks, Sob.
Ooh, Andy says RAR. That's Dinosaur for I gave you 100 bits. Is that what you're trying to tell us? Oh, ooh, oops.
Oh, Oswald, have you pushed the latest version of the map and stuff yet?
Yes, I did.
Oh, sweet. I'm gonna pull that later. Can I have a good old look? I'm gonna so you know the wind in the grass and stuff. I'm gonna be tying. I'm gonna be making a blueprint that we can basically use as like weather settings. I say weather settings. It's not gonna be like all encompassing. It's not gonna be like huge or anything, but it's gonna allow you to basically like use the in-engine like wind thing. You know, like there's a wind settings that you can drop into the map and stuff. Like basically, like all of that will actually be like built into the blueprint.
Oh, nice.
And it'll allow us to control like if anything should be wet and yeah, you know, all that kind of good stuff.
Nice.
Oswald, have you like posted that in our Discord on the dev one? How the new map looks?
Yes, he did.
Yeah, it was just a small snippet of one of the sides, but
Can I see? I love the map, and I really love to see how good it looks now. I got to see a sneak peek of it while me and Almighty was busy messing around with particles. But if there's a new version, I want to see how that looks.
Oh yeah, it's newer than that.
Right. If it's not like a hustle to you, Oswald.
I think it's just in like the environment art chat.
Yeah, check in the environment art channel.
Ooh.
Make sure you open original as well, so you can see like full res.
Ooh.
Holy shit.
That looks really nice.
There's some things that I have to tweak. On top, like if you look at the top left, those like little platforms. If you're standing towards the most left end of that wall, like by the stairs, you can look directly across over by those archways, and you can still see the people on that side. That's the thing I don't want, because line of sight is
very important.
Name of the game, and we don't want line of. Basically, if you see an enemy like trying to go in for a gank in mid lane, you want to have a wall there so you can't really see it.
Yeah, there should be counterplay to that. Yeah, I like that. It looks really good, man. Good work.
I don't thank me. Thank good boy Almighty.
Almighty, that was directed to you, okay?
Someone said, "Can you by mistake add me to the dev Discord?" No. I don't make mistakes, man.
Almighty is perfect.
I'm not perfect. I just don't make mistakes. Just happy little.
But that's the okay. There's the ring.
Angry Joe's doing a sculpture video and it has almost 7K views. What's he sculpting? I kind of want to see.
And who's Angry Joe?
You don't know Angry Joe?
You don't?
I don't know. I don't know.
Angry Joe is?
I don't know anyone, man.
He does reviews for video games and all that shit.
Okay.
Pretty entertaining, actually.
Good reviewer as well.
Yeah.
If you don't mind relatively long reviews.
He's too loud for me, honestly.
Well, his name
You know,
is Angry
too strong.
Joe, so...
No, it's funny though. Like the reviews that I have seen for him, he wasn't actually all that angry. He was pretty tame. But
You should have seen his older
just, like-
version.
no, I know.
You should have seen his Battlefront review. Jeez.
Oh no, I did see that one.
In.
I did see that one. Also, the one he did recently for Sea of Thieves.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I was in his live stream while he was busy playing Sea of Thieves, and he let her rip.
Oh, I know, man.
Thing is, like, I find it really difficult to trash talk any game because, like, I know how small the games industry is, and I know that, like, no matter what my thoughts are on any particular game, like, if I were to trash talk a game, like, it would get back to someone that I know that has worked on it, and they'd get super upset about it. and the thing is as well, like, most of the things that make a game bad, like, to me, or that make a game, like, unenjoyable to me, are things that, like, these people can't really affect anyway, you know? Like, most of the people that I know are artists, right? And it's kind of like, if a game gets slammed publicly or whatever, it's 9 times out of 10 it's actually the artists that suffer first. Like, they're the first people to get laid off and all this other kind of stuff, which super sucks.
Why?
Did someone say but why?
Yeah, well, why? Like, some games, like, gameplay-wise and story-wise, like, they're objectively bad games, but they look fucking fantastic.
So artists
Like-
are easily replaceable, and it's in terms of production, like, a lot of game production is done before artists even touch the project. So they what they'll tend to do, and like, bigger companies like EA, they're, like, far more guilty of this than others. Is what they basically, like, they will contract hire, like, fucking 100 artists or whatever to work on a game until it's completed, and then they'll just let all of them go, and then they'll rehire a bunch of them for the next project, and so on.
Yeah, I live in the city where NetherRealm Studios is located.
Ooh,
Mortal Kombat and all that. And
NetherRealm is fun.
a while ago, I was supposed to get contracted to go do some work for them, but they, like, got filled up, like, almost instantly. It took too long to reply.
Yep.
And it pissed me off. Now I gotta wait until. I mean, they're currently working on a project right now. I don't know what it is, but
It'll probably will be Mortal Kombat, because their last one was, like, a DC game, right?
Injustice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it
it
was
was
Injustice 2.
yeah, I
I
got
mean-
a couple of buddies that work there right now. But like you said, they once they get the project done, they kind of just let go and they do other things in the meanwhile.
Yeah.
Like station contests and all that.
Well, I mean, like, they let artists go so that they can get the designers and the programmers to build, like, the functions for the next game, and then they hire the artists once they're at the point that they actually need artwork. Because otherwise, artists just sit there doing nothing, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I remember when
But the thing is, like, that's a very American thing as well. Like, that doesn't really happen in Europe.
oh really?
Like, well, I mean, like, there's basically laws to stop it happening in Europe.
That's pretty dope.
And studios like Ubisoft Massive, like, they have this thing where they're like, if they hire you, they basically, like, massively invest in your training and all this other stuff, because I think they released a thing recently saying, like, it takes about 10 years for an artist to be what they consider, like, amazing, like 10 years at the company, and by the time they've hit that 10-year mark, they know, like, the engine inside out, they know, like, the way everything is gonna work and all this stuff, so they keep hold of people for all of that time, because, you know, why would you want to keep replacing people and having to keep retraining people, and, you know?
Yeah.
And so, like, they're basically on their way to having a studio full of, like, master developers.
That's sick. You heard about the 10,000 hour rule?
Yeah, it's not really a rule, but yeah, I've heard of it.
Well, I mean, not the rule, but the
the theory. Yeah, 10,000 hours makes you master, right?
Yeah.
There's a Facebook group called 10,000 Hours, I think. That's for artists and stuff to post up all their like work in progresses and like finished projects and be like, yeah, so this is where I am now, and just get feedback on it.
Be right back.
Sure.
Someone else read some stuff, por favor.
Alright, we'll do so. Gracias. And he's got a belly face.
He does kind of. It's almost like his his pecs are his eyes, and he's like screaming into the void.
You could do that. You can like give him a pair of eyes there, and kind of like have a mouth there.
Make one of his abilities just he eats a hero temporarily through the stomach, and then just
that could be
pukes
cool.
him out. He's just like Stitches in Heroes of the Storm. Just, yum. You come with me.
For those that haven't seen it, there's a character in Ready Player One who's basically has like a skull for a chest. It looks fucking sick.
Oh yeah, that was CJ Miller's character.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, he basically like it's almost like he's like the completely over the top World of Warcraft hero design kind of thing.
Yeah.
And it just looks so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was really
what the
fun
fuck, man?
character.
I've got over 10 years of stuff in this body.
He's like fucking role playing the entire time.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yo, yeah, how's it going, iRock? Well, if I gotta be honest, I got like this carpal tunnel thing, but like in my neck.
Like,
see, that scene was gold.
That was just great.
Oh yeah, Mighty, something I wanted to ask you. So instead of continuously making newer and newer and newer,
can't hear you, dude.
Like
Sorry. Alright, so instead of making newer and newer smoke puffs the entire time, like, or explosions, quote unquote, wouldn't I just change the initial rotation and the initial rotation rate? Because that would generate like randomism, I guess. Like it would change how the explosion goes up. Wouldn't that be better?
Oh no, man, you're the VFX artist.
Alright.
You said that as if just like, alright, if it looks like shit, I'm blaming you.
No, it's like I'm thinking of what would be better for the team, like what would be easier for us later on. Because
no, I'm not an art guy, so
on the one side, I can just keep on copy and pasting the exact same thing and then just changing small aspects on it, and that could be our random explosions that we can put in. The other side is I can change the entire thing, like completely remake the explosion and purposely make it look different. So that's why I'm asking.
Fair.
Yeah, I don't have an answer for you, man.
It's rubber. Don't worry about it.
Sorry.
It's okay.
I mean, I guess one tip would just make it so it's, I guess, reusable and can look different at the same time.
Yeah.
Like, for example, I made some blueprints the other day from some rocks that we had.
Yeah.
And I've set them up in a certain way so you can essentially place the rock in one position and then you can place it in a different position and just have it rotate a certain way. So it looks like a different rock, but it's actually the same asset.
Yeah. And like that's what I mean is I can change small things in the physical particle, and that it makes it look like it's a completely different particle. Like you can't even see that it's the exact same thing.
All right, we'll do that then.
All right.
Don't know what you want from me, man.
All right.
I want your love and time and affection.
I've got none of those things for you, man. Like.
So, this is gonna be the last thing I do before I leave. Someone asks, would there be any plans for a victory MVP animation, like Overwatch has the play of the game thing?
That'd be cool.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be kind of cool. It's not really like on our list of priorities right now, but definitely a cool idea.
All right. Well, I'm gonna head off right now, guys.
All right. Well, see you
Bye.
later.
Fun. Goodbye, sir.
Goodbye. Have a beautiful time.
Good day to you, man.
So, Almighty, if you were to name the minions, what would you call them?
Pete.
They'd all just be named Pete?
Yeah, man.
Not Peter?
No.
Pete's?
Pete. Short for pizza.
Like, oh, Pete, for the love of Pete.
Yeah. Oh, for Pete's sake.
There we go.
No, I never really thought about that. I definitely want to have some kind of thing in the game called Cuban Pete, and he's gonna have maracas, and he's gonna go chick chicky boom, chick chicky boom, chick chicky boom. He's gonna be the king of the Roomba beat.
Prime Beasties coming along nice, Almighty.
Thanks, man.
Looks really good, man.
He's all like big and stuff. Someone said size doesn't matter, and this guy's like, what?
Come again?
Yeah. Say that to my
Yes.
kneecap. Yo, say that to my knees.
I have dumps bigger than you.
Yep. I still haven't figured out where this guy poops.
Well, hey, he's got a huge open stomach.
From the tip of his tail, dude. It just like secretes
Yeah,
out.
he is like. Oh.
Avatar 2.0. It's looking really freaking good. Whenever I look at his tongue, all I can think about is kiss.
Good old Gene Simmons. Is that guy
Like-
dead yet?
Gene?
Yeah. Or is he still alive?
Yeah, I think he's dead.
No, Gene Simmons is alive.
Oh, is he? Okay. That's cool.
Gene Simmons.
Obviously, he poops on the players. Yeah, definitely.
Born high. Yep, he's still alive. Alive and strong.
Dude, I feel like a lot of people died last week. Like,
Oh, Mini-Me,
Yeah,
man.
Avicii died.
Yeah, fuck that, man. Mini-Me.
Austin Powers.
what was the age he died at? He was like 49 or something? 50?
There you go. Star Child. Right here.
Yes, Almighty.
For the longest time when I was younger, whenever I heard the name Ringo Starr, I always referred to the drummer from Kiss. Because he has the fucking star over his eye. Oh, man. I'm convinced that Ringo Starr and Bono are the same person.
Yeah, I can see that.
They look so similar, it's ridiculous.
Yep, I can definitely see that. Oh man, I totally should have used that on the chest. I go back and yeah, maybe. I don't know. Chest is looking kind of cool.
Yeah, I'm digging the chest.
I'm gonna like come back and do like a pass over it with like scars and stuff as well.
Ooh.
Make him all like gnarled up.
Baby Vic.
Excuse me?
I said I am back.
Oh, I heard baby dick for some reason.
yeah, totally.
Mighty, you just sounded like an American. Yeah, totally.
Yeah, what's wrong with that? What's your problem, man?
Right. Almighty, I'm not gonna make the same mistake I made last time and not duplicate this thing this time.
You do you, man.
That was your fault. That was oh so your fault.
No, man.
Yes! I literally said, should I duplicate this? And you said, no, it's fine. And look what happened.
Yeah?
I had no duplication.
It's not my fault, you're the one that listened to me. Like, you made a conscious decision to listen to me.
I shouldn't have.
No, of course not.
Remember this, guys, never listen to Almighty.
Yeah, man.
Did you fix it?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm almost done. Basically what happened with me and Almighty was, the explosion, remember the explosion I showed you? The one that looked really, really good? And it had the, lights and everything? Almighty said, let me, take a look at this real quick. I showed him the, whole material.
Look, let's just TLDR it, right? I told him to do a certain thing and it fucked up and he forgot to back up his original, so, you know, now he's got to redo it.
No! I didn't forget. I remembered.
No, you forgot, man.
Said it. Bullshit. Almighty, you triggered me so damn much. Fuck's sake.
Well, I guess my real question is, did you learn?
Oh yes,
yeah.
I learned.
Did you learn from your mistake? Yeah, it's all good.
It's not my mistake! For fuck's.
The important thing is that you learned, and that's all that matters.
Yeah. It sounds like you learned from your mistakes, so it's all good.
Stream, this is what I have to deal with.
Fucking stop making noob decisions.
He just looked like he has a constant heart. Almighty, Luke, Heathcote says, wouldn't he just look like he has a constant hard on if they put a crystal there? And I'm guessing that's between his legs.
What? Where?
A crystal between Prime Beastie's legs.
I'm not putting a crystal between Prime Beastie's legs.
I know, but I think that's what he...
No mushroom incidences.
Not this time.
We all went in on Almighty. We all just saw what he was doing, and we all just shut it down so damn quickly.
Omega was hilarious. Cease!
Cease!
Well, you didn't shut it down quickly enough. I had to remove 27 minutes.
Oh, I mean... Do better.
And the best thing was, we all were like, what the hell is he doing? And then we saw you starting to change, and it kind of like, no,
the thing is, there's like a 40-odd second delay between what you guys see and what I've already done. So while you're all going see, I'm already on the next thing. I mean, like, I added a nipple ring in the last stream, so...
I saw this meme the other day of Michelangelo's David. And it said, "Why is this okay, but this shit's considered lewd?" And it was like an anime chick.
I guess it's down to intent.
No, but it was almost similar, you know? It was a sculpture of some anime chick, and she was like covering up her titties and whatnot. And I was like, that's kind of true, I guess.
Yeah, I do you know what? I understand his argument, but I think it's also down to like, if you were to make a sculpture like that and you were to say like, and you were to title it something like controversy, or you gave it the title of, say, like double standards or something like basically, as long as you as the artist like made sure like everyone knew that this is a piece demonstrating like double standards in the art world and stuff like that, then that's okay, because as an artist you're allowed to express your opinion through art, right? But if you just do like a lewd sculpt or a lewd like drawing or something, what you have to bear in mind is social acceptance of that thing, and yeah, that's it. Yeah. So that's the difference.
That sucks.
I completely agree.
I hate society, man.
Fuck society.
I sound like a hippie now. This is society, man.
Yeah, society, bro. Society just straight up blows, dude.
The government's out to get me, brother.
Government.
Oh.
So, Almighty, question, why didn't you like the smooth step again? Wasn't it because it was too demanding?
Yeah, smooth step can be quite expensive, but you know, if that's the function that you need, then use it.
Alright.
Smooth step is essentially like a whole bunch of if statements, and if statements in rendering code are expensive because it has to run both sides of the if. Every frame.
If this happens, then this should happen at the end.
Yeah.
I get.
But like I said, because it's different from like if statements in rendering aren't the same as like an if statement in C++ or C# or anything like that, where basically like in that code, when the code compiles, like it will essentially like it can assign separate threads to each part of the if statement or whatever. Like it's. But in rendering, it's basically like it calculates both sides of the if statement and then gives you the result for whichever one it needs. But it still calculates both, and it calculates both for every frame that's rendered.
I get it.
So yeah, we try and avoid using if statements. I'm waiting for some like Uber graphics nerd to come in and correct me on this, by the way.
Just be like, you're incorrect.
Actually.
Yeah, actually.
You just had the most robot mode ever, Almighty, when you did that.
That's fair. I've just gained a couple of followers, but I don't know who. Like, I can hear it ringing in my ears, but because I'm not looking at chat, I don't know who it is. I'm so sorry. Thank you for following, though, whoever you are.
Louise has joined the fray.
Someone
Thanks
needs
for
to watch. I'm busy doing.
Wait, did someone just do an impression of Omega?
Yeah, that was me. What's up, dude? I can do voice.
Yo, what up? I can sound like a chick. Fuck you all.
Thanks for following.
Goodbye. Luke Heathcote asks, can I apply to be a game tester?
I mean, nothing's stopping you, dude. But like, when we get to like the alpha testing phase and we start recruiting people to actually test the game, the emphasis is going to be on testing. Like, we're going to be asking people to like deliberately break it, document how they broke it, so that we can try and reproduce it. Theorize on like potential fixes for the break, all that kind of stuff. So like, there like a lot of people don't understand what it means to be an actual tester.
And a lot of people make the mistake, like when they think of testing, like, oh, we just play the game. No, testers, they intentionally try to break the game to see what needs to be fixed. Like, for example, our card system. A tester later on in the game, they would say, hey, what would be broken? If I put this card and this card together, will this be an essential, like, a Grux Death thing?
Or even more than that, it could be just like, okay, so I've equipped these 2 cards and I'm noticing that the damage is multiplying instead of adding.
Yeah.
Oh, and another one, which I know.
By the way, we're not using a card system. Just to get that out there.
Yeah, I was just using it as an example.
Like I really don't want to do this, so we might have to get some actual tester to do it. But someone to go around and bump into each part of geometry around the map to make sure that they don't get stuck anywhere.
Yeah,
yeah.
And not just making sure they don't get stuck, but making sure that they can't run like through walls and stuff. Like yeah.
And not get stuck on a bloody damn stairway.
Oh,
holy shit! That took so long for them to fix.
Cuff, epic.
Yeah, there's already parts that, like, I don't know how I'm gonna do collision. Because I don't want to use. I don't want to use the actual collision boxes that are like, you know, the pre-made ones, or even make special ones, because I know, like, if you have them be too complex, and that's, you know, the engine being updated for every single time this touches that, for how many verts are on it. So I think I'm just gonna do like blocking volumes all over the place. But even that's gonna be kind of fucking weird.
Yeah.
Dude, I opened the map this morning and I jumped off that like high bridge area and immediately got stuck in the foliage. Like first thing I did.
God damn, Oswald, you suck.
Oh, none of the rocks on the map have collision to them. Just letting you know right now.
Yeah.
Something in there did.
I'm hyped. I'm hyped for our next like state of game update. It's gonna look fucking sick.
Yeah, man. 3 weeks, man.
Is it really? I thought it was 2 weeks.
This Saturday it will be 2
Why
weeks,
not
yeah.
both?
Oh yeah, this Saturday will be.
Please, no, not the hashtag every 3 weeks.
Well, on Reddit they were already doing stuff like hashtag every 2 weeks, hashtag every 6 weeks.
I gotta be honest, man. Like, I don't follow yours hashtags for like stuff like that. Like, I'm literally like, I work at my own pace, and if it's not done, it's not done.
Yeah, man.
I mean, that's why it's called State of the Game. We show where we're at.
Estafia, oh thank gosh, no card system. I'll do things for you.
Oh, by the way, Lee, we should have a command set up so whenever the word hiring
thank you for the subscribe.
Whenever the word hiring appears, like in chat, you throw up that
Yes,
that thing
I completely
first.
agree. I completely agree.
Because I just tagged that into right now once they mentioned that.
Yeah, I don't know how to do that, so.
I be Truthin has joined the fray. Thanks for following.
I already see that. We can see that the entire map of G can be in no clip mode. I just want to see the map.
No.
Almighty, no.
You'll see it the same time everyone else sees it.
Well, yeah, some sooner than others.
Why some?
Like the people that are actually on the team, they get to see it before everyone else.
Clearly, yeah.
Well,
Well,
your
actually,
statement.
Maybe not.
No, don't be like that. No.
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 Well, I mean, yeah. I mean,
Also, don't do this
to be fair, like people that have plastic SCM, they get to see it before everyone else on the team. So.
Yeah.
You guys upset me.
Good. You should be upset. Should push you to work harder, man.
Get on plastic, bro.
What am I busy doing?
Get on plastic, man. What up, man? Did you all see Mangoose's suggestions for like heroes and stuff?
Yeah.
That guy cracks me up.
I listened to that before bed and I was like, this is perfect to fall asleep to. Just so chill.
that I do.
Oh, IB Truthin wasn't a follow. He was a subscriber. Yeah.
Oh
Yeah, I
man.
said that.
Okay, thank you for subscribing. God damn.
I said that.
God.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
I'm really sorry, man. Like my chat team fucking sucks.
Oh, yeah.
We're waiting for Omega to come back and show us how it's really done.
Yeah, I mean, he's technically still here.
Is it school, right?
No, he's here.
Is he? Okay. No, that's just you doing impressions, man. Shut up.
How long it took him to realize?
God damn it, Oswald.
I'm sorry.
Look, identity theft is a real problem, Michael.
Hey, yo, have you guys thought about Streamlabs? Because if you guys wanted someone to talk to you about how to set up a bot or anything, I wouldn't mind helping out. Oh, we've got a bot set up.
Yeah, we've got a bot set up. It's just set up badly.
Yeah, let me continue reading this. It could help out with stuff like hiring. You could set up a simple command called hire. Yeah, that's exactly what I was suggesting earlier. Yeah, we're in time we will get all that set up for sure.
What you need to understand is like, I'm just an art pleb. I just make art, man. Like I don't know how streaming works. I gotta be honest. Like to me, it's magic that you guys can even watch what I'm doing. So yeah.
Can we get a Mixer stream? Mixer is way better than Twitch, I swear. I disagree.
Mixer's new, right?
Yeah, it's from Microsoft.
Ew, dude.
Oh yeah, gross. What? Why would you do that?
I mean, Luke, you said it yourself.
God bless Microsoft with their whole like, oh yeah, so there's this established stream platform that's like raking in all the cash and everything. People that stream on there, like they're like super entrenched into the streaming culture. You know, there's an entire community of people that like just watch other people streaming. Let's make our own version of this that nobody's ever gonna fucking use.
Bless their hearts.
Microsoft should just stick to making shit that everyone is forced to use. That's the only way they're going to make money.
I mean, I don't want to say anything wrong. I think it's from Microsoft. Let me look it up.
Alrighty. I helped out a lot of my friends set up bots that actually turned out really well, they said. So I was just saying I could help out if need be. That'd be cool. Well, but I think we actually have some internal people that are setting up the Nightbot, right?
I think so. I don't know how good they are, but I think so.
I just use Chatbot for my stuff. It's integrated with Streamlabs, so
yeah, I use that too.
Oh man, I love it.
But yeah, Mixer is owned by Microsoft, and it's there since 2016. Oh, holy shit!
Sounds gross.
I keep getting every time I boot up, like anything internet related to Twitch, I always get an ad for that. on Instagram, I should say. It's like, do you want to be the next streamer? Blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, maybe, but it's not gonna happen on this platform.
Yeah, artists streaming on Twitch don't really they don't really get that much support.
I was watching a podcast the other day. I don't know if you guys watch podcasts or listen to them. But there's you guys know who Joe Rogan is, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I've watched his it's called like the Joe Rogan Experience, and he was talking to one of the members of Cloud9 Gaming, that's for the CS:GO team that they have. I forget what his name was. But he was pretty much just blowing his mind. He was blowing Joe Rogan's mind about like stream culture and how much money these dudes are making just from playing games. And it's bananas. Like, yeah, for example, Ninja making like $500,000 in a month.
Yeah, like could you imagine like 20 years ago when people first started making games? Like if someone had said to them, "Oh yeah, in 20 years time, fucking, you know, like there's gonna be people that stream this shit online, and they're just gonna be like fucking millionaires from it." Like, you wouldn't be able to live down the laughter.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy. No, it wasn't Shroud. It was some other guy. I forget what his name is. Oh, the member from Cloud9 was Jordan Gilbert, known as C9 Nothing. I don't know, how long ago was this? That was from 2015. He has so many episodes of his podcast. I just watch like whichever one I can pick up. What the fuck was that?
No, man. Oh, I need some water. I'm parched.
My YouTube account is called Slightly Parched.
First time seeing how to make 3D models, and that seems fucking detailed.
It's alright. It's more patience than anything else, I've got to say. Like, the patience to go from start to finish on a model, and yeah, that's the hardest part, I think.
Yeah.
Because you do, like, you reach, like, there's been multiple points on this guy where I've just been like, can't be bothered. But, like, it's in the middle of a stream, and, like, you can't really say that in the middle of a stream, like, it's guys, I'm just gonna go, because fuck this.
Yeah, when I was streaming my stuff, like, there were points where I was just like, fuck, man, I wish I could just be watching something real quick, just to, like, get my mind off it.
Jella Nuggets has joined the fray. Thanks for following.
Man, you're gonna get in trouble.
What?
Someone's gonna call HR. Kirsch is gonna come in here and stick a iron fist up your ass.
Nah, dude, she loves me. Me and Kirsch go way back.
Luke Heathcote asks, how long do you guys think that Epic spent on the Prime Guardian, considering you've done this within 5 streams?
Probably longer. Like, and I don't mean that to say like that they did it badly or anything, but like, dude, like all of Epic's like Paragon stuff, like all of the artwork is super polished, like really polished. And what you need to consider as well is like, you may think that the design of the Prime Guardian was like simple or whatever, but there's still a skill and an artwork that goes into that, like into making something simple but still like effective. And that's actually quite a difficult thing to achieve. So like, yeah, like like just because they spent longer on it than I have on this doesn't make it any worse.
I'll be back, sorry. Internet dropped.
Okay. Thanks for interrupting, man.
Sorry.
But yeah, Lee's completely right. I mean, there's certain rules that they have to follow when it comes to creating things. But I don't know. Well, I mean, not many games have style guides, but I think Paragon did have one for a little while, and then they kind of just like stopped following it, because I did start noticing some inconsistencies within, you know, characters and even like the map itself. But they have to do many levels of iterations on what they want something to look like, and that even takes its own amount of time.
And the thing is, like, this guy, like, if I was 100% sticking to the concepts that you can see in the bottom right corner, like, it probably would have even taken longer, because there's a lot of things that I would have needed to have figured out to make it happen. Like, there's some of the forms in there that just like they don't translate easily to 3D or whatever. Like I've kind of eyeballed and like free flowed a lot of this, which has really helped speed things up. But like I'm not always going to have the freedom to do that with everything that's in the game. Like as we start getting like more and more of our masters concepted out, and start like really tying everything together visually, like there's going to be less and less room for kind of interpretation and more just kind of like, you know, just stick to the script kind of thing.
Submoisty gifted Astopia a subscription.
Oh, well, awesome sub. Thanks, man.
Also, Astopia is asking, will the damage type still be basic and ability, or will it be character-based AD and AP?
Can't really talk about that at the moment, but we'll be like releasing information on that in the not too distant future.
Oz, this is what I'm busy working on. I might reduce.
Yeah, you might have to reduce the emissive intensity on that. Looking good though.
You should. I would say. Well, I would try to make the emissive intensity not go too far past 1. Because you'll blow out the bloom if you do that.
Yeah, I think that's what was happening. Oh man, we need some more followers so I can keep doing my my impressions.
Yeah, man. All the followers.
Alright.
We also need to decide what we're going to do once we hit like 50 subscribers and stuff.
How many do we currently have?
30.
Ooh.
That's quite a lot.
Yeah. Hey Oz, this is how it looks, a little bit more dampened. Do you think that's enough, or do you think I should turn it down a little bit more?
What's the value you have it set at to?
Currently 6,000.
Whoa, hang on.
Wait, what?
That sounds like the heat map intensity.
Yes, it's plugged into a blackbody node.
Yeah, okay, so what you want to do is like after the blackbody node, multiply it down, so like maybe multiply it by 0.5 and see if that's too dull kind of thing.
Okay, will do.
Because the very first one just looks like... Oh, go ahead, sorry.
The blackbody node doesn't really handle like intensity. It's just a color value. Yeah.
But yeah, whatever it is that you did reduce it by a little bit, but it's still super intense.
Okay.
To pay respect to Paragon's first Prime Garden, Kaiju should be pink.
Well, there's going to be like glowy bits and stuff, so we can have pink glowies.
Pink glowies.
What? What's your problem with pink glowies, man? Why are you...
Just the way.
Why you always gotta like? See, this is why we're not going to get along, man.
Top Moisty's giving us 100 bits. Thanks for the bits.
Thanks for the bits, baby.
Not Almighty, Omega's gonna have at you later.
That's fine, dude.
Have at thee, knave.
Fire intensity. That's very bright.
I'm gonna get flayed. Nice.
What?
Apparently, I'm gonna get flayed.
And you follow.
Aquaman 22J has joined the fray. Thanks for following.
Who needs Omega?
Kind of harsh, man. Man, this is not projecting right. Lame.
You guys should have an ode to Paragon week where Masters get Paragon hero costumes and the Prime booth turns into a hummy bear. A hummy bear? I'm assuming you meant gummy, but...
Oh, that is very, very bright. I need to tone that down. That is eyeball melting.
Sorry, who even needs eyeballs, man?
Oh my god. Golden is cancer, dude.
What's he done?
He's like, oh my god, is that Omega? Yas, girl, welcome back, you're hot.
God, he's such a douche.
Ew.
Can there be a master with pink hair?
Maybe.
Well, Mangus has like purple hair, and I've got to be honest, like it's really, really easy to change the color of her hair if we want to. So.
So, we'll keep you at should I go 10? Yeah, I'm gonna go 10,000, and then I'm turning you the hell down. Why? 0?
So, who ended up winning the tournament? The mini tournament?
Oh, I have no clue.
Oh! It hasn't even started yet. It doesn't start till, like...
Yeah, 9 p.m. EST.
I was just about to say it started already.
When's that, in 1 hour? Or when is it?
2 hours.
2 hours.
2:20, basically.
Why are you so bright?
Yeah, I'll be asleep by then.
What is? Nepsy does. Omega is a he.
That's a dude.
Golden Week is absolutely right. Yeah, an amazing voice actor. That's what Omega is.
Hashtag Omega for Prime Booth. We should do that for April's Fools or something like that. The rawr, rawr.
Rawr XD.
Every time it swings at you, kawaii desu!
Oh my god.
No, no. Just no.
Why you always gotta be so negative, man?
I'm negative.
Yeah, man.
I'm
All you
negative.
do is shit on other people's ideas.
I'm just...
Dude, if we could get Gordon Ramsay to VO somebody, that'd be awesome. I'd be so down for that.
What are you? An idiot sandwich.
I love when he calls people fucking donkeys.
You donkey. Thing is, all of that stuff is really like exaggerated for the American versions of his shows. I mean, like he's still got some of it in the UK versions, but for the most part, he's a lot tamer.
Yeah, I would assume so.
But what's annoying is in the US versions everything's beeped out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, man. You can watch people like blow each other up and shit. Fucking, you know, you can own a gun, age fucking 18. Heaven forbid you say fuck on TV.
Yeah, I don't understand the censorship in this country.
TMNT says, an enemy gets a double kill. The announcer says, what just happened? What are you, an idiot sandwich?
Yep.
Lord Cinder has joined the fray. Thanks for following.
So can they still show titties on TV in the UK?
Yeah.
Nice.
full on South Park cop mode then. Nice. The thing is though, like that's the one thing that I do love about South Park is like they are not afraid to shit all over American like social and censorship issues. So like that whole episode was about the idea of like double standards when it comes to pedophile charges, right? So it was basically like they were like, oh, so a teacher slept with a student. Where is the guy? Let's go get him. And then they were like, no. The student's my little brother, and the teacher is Miss whatever her name is. And they were like, wait, so it's a female teacher? Nice.
Nice. Yeah, dude. I remember when they like, I think they had just passed a new like regulation on TV where the word shit was allowed for the first time. And South Park made it. they had a counter at the bottom right of the screen where they just continuously said shit. It was awesome.
And South Park the movie, for like, I don't know if it still does, but I know for a really fucking long time it held the Guinness Book of World Records record for the number of curse words said in a movie.
Nice.
I mean, that's not really surprising when one of the songs in the film is "Shut your fucking face, Uncle Fucker."
Oh man.
You're a boner-biting bastard, Uncle Fucker.
Yeah.
Keto eaters leader, mow the lawn.
Fick dich und halt's Maul, Onkel Ficker.
Oh, was it? No, wait. Was the thing in the middle of the film? It's like, ja, essen a Scheiße. and the kids are all just like, ew, dude, your mom fucking sucks. That was it. It's like, oh hey, look, there's porn on the computer. Hey, is it Cartman's mum? Wait, it is Cartman's mum. Essen a Scheiße. Alrighty then.
Oh, so apparently Wolf of Wall Street beat that record.
Oh, really? I can believe that. I can believe that. Wolf of Wall Street was hilarious, man.
Yeah. Man, that movie was great.
I remember seeing that at the cinema. There's the whole like, get the loot. So funny. It's like when he replays the events of the evening and everything's all gone fine. And he's like driven over to the house and everything. It's all great. And then the next morning, you see what really happened. Like everything's trashed. He's like driven into 3 cars.
Oh.
So there's a silent spot in chat, like nobody's saying anything, and then in the music, the Monster Cat music in the background, all you hear is big ass titties.
Nice.
A wonderful day for Canada and therefore the world.
Well, too bad that blame Canada.
Yeah. And I didn't realize until recently that Trey Parker, Matt Stone really do like musicals.
Yeah.
Like Cannibal musical.
Yeah,
South Park, that was basically a musical in itself.
Yeah, do you know they there's a it's not
Broadway.
It's not Broadway in the UK, but it's there's a theater production by them called The Book of Mormon.
Book of Mormon.
Yeah.
Yeah, those guys are kind of I don't want to call them geniuses, but they kind of are.
yeah. I mean, like, and the thing is as well, like, I think that the best thing about them is that they hold themselves to the same standard that they hold everyone else, and they hold the rest of their team to the same standard they hold everyone else. So, for example, when Isaac Hayes like kicked up a fuss with them about the fact that they were making fun of Scientology, they were like, "Well, come on! Like, we make fun of every other religion, so why shouldn't we make fun of Scientology?"
Yeah.
And so, like, when Isaac Hayes left, they were like, "Well, fine, we're gonna fuck up Chef."
I wanna make love to your asshole, Kyle.
Oh man. Yeah, when he gets eaten by the puma, and then Cartman's like, "Oh yeah, he shit himself. He's totally dead." But like the episode that they did poke fun at Scientology, I don't know if you knew this, but like they credited everyone that worked on that episode as John or Jane Doe.
Really?
Yeah, in the official credits, because that way, like, if the Scientology people decided that they wanted to like sue anyone that worked on the production, they wouldn't be able to prove that anyone worked on it.
Ah, clever.
And also, when the Scientology guys tried to dig up dirt on Matt and Trey so that they could push for like lawsuits and stuff, they found nothing. Which is actually kind of funny.
What were they expecting to pin on them?
I don't know, man. Like, you gotta remember, like, Scientologists are fucking bonkers, you know? Like, the fact that when the South Park guys were like saying this is what like there was a character in there saying like, okay, so Scientologists believe blah, and then like they did like the whole cartoon thing to go along with it, and they had like flashing words at the bottom of the screen going, "This is what Scientologists actually believe." You know?
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
So just how many negative thetans do you have?
Negative who's?
Thetans. So the way Scientologists like sucker people in, they're like, "Oh man, you have so much negative thetans. We can get rid of those for a fee."
For a fee. It reminds me of that episode of It's Always Sunny when Dee got herself stuck into like a pyramid scheme.
Oh, the pyramid scheme. Yeah.
Like, oh, your what the hell is she calling them? Your photon levels or something? Your stress levels?
Yeah, your stress levels. Yeah. Oh yeah, and then when they tried to sucker the army guy into it, and they're like, "Oh yeah, oh you're 108. Oh, that's really good, man. You're like really healthy." And then Dee's like, "No, that's bad. That's really bad. You gotta tell him that's bad."
Dee, where do I put my feet?
Yeah. God, you're such a dumb bird.
Pastize my thetans, BB. Oh shit. What the hell is moaning in the background?
Someone's moaning in the background?
Or
is it just Crisis crying?
I think it was Crisis.
I'm trying to figure out what the hell I just did.
Black body nodes everywhere. Man, I kind of feel like it'd be fun if we could invite Mongoose to come into one of these streams one day.
That would be fun.
Like, just like commentate on like the whole process. I wonder if he'd be down for that. I have to make sure that it's like when I'm modeling the fat hooker or something. Like legit, like when I watched that video, like I came away from it thinking, man, I need to model a fat hooker.
Fat space hooker. Did you switch it from Mini to Wumbo?
What?
Huh?
What?
That might be your issue there, dude.
What the fuck? I'm really confused.
That makes two of us.
That is from SpongeBob.
Really fucking confused, man.
You had it set to Mini when you should have had it set to W for Wumbo. You know? You don't know Wumbo?
I've got to be honest, I haven't watched SpongeBob. So.
Like, I Wumbo, you Wumbo, he, she, me, Wumbo.
Nope.
Wumbo, Wumboing, Wumbology?
Don't know, man.
The study of Wumbo?
God, will you shut up?
It's first grade, almighty.
I don't know.
And you have just been part of an actual conversation between Patrick and SpongeBob. And you were SpongeBob.
Good lord. Lord save me.
Man, SpongeBob was great.
Really?
Yeah, dude, like, you could, like, come on. How can you deny the fact that SpongeBob was so great? It's like all over mainstream media now.
I'm not trying to like deny it or anything. I'm just I know that like you can just meme the shit out of it. So
yeah, dude, it fits in everyday life. Dude, there's a meme for that. You can have like, oh, the guy that's screaming chocolate. That's essentially Crisis right now.
I'm happy. I fixed it. Go away.
Oh man.
They made some jokes really bad in the German version because they literally translated them.
Ugh.
Yeah. Don't do that.
Stuff like there's stuff like the ghost scene where everyone screams ghost, 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 and there's one guy just holding up a toast and saying toast. And they translated that 1-to-1 into German, and it makes absolutely no sense then.
Speaking of
the whole joke is gone.
Speaking of stuff that got translated into other languages, something that actually did it quite well, I thought, was Adventure Time. So like when Adventure Time got translated into Dutch, and I believe German as well, Princess Bubblegum, who in the American and English versions occasionally speaks German, instead she speaks Turkish.
Huh.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, that's some stuff that that they do in some movies and series. But yeah, it's like with Dora the Explorer.
Dora.
Yeah, here in Germany she teaches English.
Wait, what? Really?
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense because, like, in the United States, Spanish is the second language. So I'm assuming English is the second language in Germany.
I don't know. Is it?
Yeah, I'd say it also depends on where you live. I live close to the border to the Netherlands, so here are many people speaking Dutch. So yeah, but I think in general it should be English.
Hmm.
Where?
English main language? Nah, dude. I think it's Mandarin.
I think it's. I mean, it's very close between the two.
I think there are actually on this planet more people speaking Mandarin than English.
Because there's more Chinese people than everyone else.
Yeah.
I don't mean that to be like a racist slur or anything. Like, it's really that. It's just a fucking fact, alright?
For some reason, it just sounds so offensive. 70 fucking Asians. That's what. I think it's the fuck. That's what it is. It sounds so aggressive. It's like there's the difference.
You guys,
from,
what
like,
the fuck?
It's like, oh, look at. It's the difference between look at that Asian over there, like,
and look at that
like,
fucking
look
Asian.
at that fucking Asian over there.
Oh, god damn, we're all going to hell in this stream.
Hey,
Okay, so-
I have not said anything, so
Yeah, but you're South African, so like you don't get
Oh,
a pass
for
on
fuck's
anything.
I should have seen that one coming.
Oh, and you're in America right now too, so you're just automatically guilty by default.
Yeah.
How does that work?
Dude, that's the rules of America. Once you're here, you're racist.
Yep. Super racist. Not just racist, like super racist.
Like hard R racist.
Oh, I just fucked something up, and I don't know what.
Okay, so Chinese or Mandarin has the most people with having it as a mother language, but English is the most spoken language from the total perspective.
Ah, that's pretty cool.
Fuck everyone else.
Oh, I just fucked it up.
You should try not to do that, man. Like we're not. I'm not gonna judge you or anything, but I'm judging you super hard right now.
Oh yeah. The undo history button is my saving grace. Oh. Now that broke.
How mighty, are you gonna give this guy lips?
Fuck no.
What?
Come on, man, give him some good old lips. Big old Stousy lips. Give him some DSLs. I mean, wait. Yeah, DSLs. Fuck.
Nah, bro. Okay.
Delicate, soft lips, guys.
Yeah, dude, DSLs.
Oh, you bunch of ass.
Ooh, you should give him a gnarly looking venom tongue.
Yeah, we'll see. Right, so I'm just I'm really quickly gonna go to the bathroom.
Okay, I'll hold the fort.
Yeah, man. So I'll be right back.
Okie dokie.
I wanna scream.
Do you think I might have taken a dump or a pee-pee?
I think it's number 2.
Cool, cool.
Good stuff to talk about.
Grade A conversation starter.
Oh, for fuck's sake, I just broke it and I don't.
Quit having a fucking orgasm over there, my dude.
Hey,
TMNT, welcome back. Wait.
Wait.
That's how we spelled it. Wait.
How far behind in the stream am I? My stream almighty is still doing stuff.
I think it's like No, it's not 40. I don't think it's 40 seconds. I think it's like a 15-second delay.
He said it was 40.
I think he was just taking a guess.
Yeah, but 40 seconds is way too much. Huh. On my stream, I have like 6 seconds, around that. He's modeling from the bathroom. Duh! I mean, if he has cables that are long enough.
I know, right? And it does have a screen on it, so... Oh, man.
Fucking reading chat. He's modeling from the bathroom, boys. Yeah.
You're right, Shikari. You just took a pee-pee.
What did I win? Don't tell me his pee-pee.
No. No.
Not ready to give that up yet, man. Kind of attached to it. Okay, so I am kind of ready to...
Do any of you guys own a Switch? I just saw someone said Switch in the chat.
I own a Switch, yeah.
Cables LMAO. My boy is set up with that wireless toilet ZBrush.
Man, oh my god, I've just seen it's gone 1 o'clock in the morning. So, I'm kind of done with like all the with all the scales and stuff. So I think probably by the end of the next stream, like the high poly on this guy is going to be done. So like next stream, I'm going to be like giving him a whole bunch of scars. I'm going to make sure that all of the crystals and stuff are like nice and finished. And then I can basically I can hand off the I lower this down. I can hand off this this low res version over to the rigger, and I could just be like, yo, start rigging this, and then like I'll hand you like the final one, and you can just like transfer the skim weights over, and it'll be done. Yeah. So in the next stream, yeah, gonna be doing like all scar tissue, like getting them all fucked up and everything. Maybe so. Like one of the ideas that I had was to kind of like have a callback to Orb Prime. Maybe have like Prime's helmet or something, like as a bracelet or something that this guy wears. So something like that.
You could have him wear like Paragon's logo, like old Paragon logo.
No, that's a bit too on the nose.
True.
But yeah, like I'm kind of happy with where this guy is now. And yeah, hopefully by the end of the next stream, it'll be all good. Next stream's going to be on Thursday, same time and everything. So come along for that. It'll be good fun. Let me just do the turnaround render here for people on YouTube and everything that want to see like the progress from start to finish.
And also don't forget to take the screenshot for Deepak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Liam.
Join the fray. Thanks for following.
So yeah, thanks to everyone for coming along to the stream. Thank you to all the new followers, and a big thank you to the new subscribers. TMNT Gamer, thank you for the donation, man. That's friggin' awesome. And yeah, we'll see you on Thursday.
Bye.
Bye bye.